YouTube, what's up? And welcome back to part 3 of Pokemon FireRed Omega Hardcore Nuzlocke. Now you might be asking yourself, dude, if this is part 3, how come you're standing in the house in Pallet Town? Well, as noted on the bottom of the screen there, this is going to be attempt number 2, and the current level cap is only at 5, as we have to start over after previously getting absolutely rinsed by Misty and her water-type team over in Cerulean City. So, here we are, attempt number 2. And let me just quickly show off that I have 500 rare candies in my bag to start with. Because I went into PK Hex, added these real quick, right? I did grab the potion that's inside the PC here in my bedroom, but other than that, that's all we got. We don't have any Pokemon, obviously, and we have a, like a new trainer ID, because I did start a new file here. We're going to go ahead and pick Kid again as our starter, and I'm going to be playing all the way until I beat Misty today, so this might be like a 3-hour juicer of an episode. And I still don't have the running shoes, that's right. However, hopefully I turned it to fast text speed. I'm pretty sure I did, but we'll find out here in a sec. Okay. This will be quicker than the first attempt in terms of I'm not going to talk to all the NPCs like I did last time, because now I know which ones give items and gift Pokemon and whatnot, so we will be able to speedrun it a little bit. You know, a little bit more than normal. But with that being said, I'll still read the dialogue for like Brock and Misty and probably Gary or whatever, but yeah, again, the starters in this game are Magby, Smoochum, and Kid. And so obviously I'm going to pick Kid. He's definitely the coolest of the 3. But you know what? I should, I didn't mean to hit that. I should probably save in case I get like a really bad one. And then we'll just reset real quick. But you know, back in Gen 3 games, natures aren't imperative as they are, like, starting in Gen 4 when the physical special split came around. Well, let's go ahead and take this Kid and see what we got here. And, because, I mean, like if we get Adamant, that wouldn't be ideal, even though that's, like, the best nature, right? I'm not going to be doing nicknames either. Alright, Gary's going to grab the Smoochum again, of course. That Smoochum, by the way, KO'd my Kid last time before the Misty fight, and had that not occurred, I would have beat Misty and still been going here. So let's see this one. See, I see Naughty Nature. That's not good enough. Quick little reset. we need to get, I mean, ideally something that lowers attack, because we're gonna have mostly special attacks here. It'll be weird to think about because things like Thunder Punch and Ice Punch are actually special attacks in this game. Actually, I don't even know where to get Ice Punch, but let's try this again. See if this one's a little better. Although, you know, I'm not going to do it too many times. But lowering Spadef, I think the original attempt we had a Naive. So boosting speed, lowering Spadef. And that's why Gary's Smoochum destroyed me with Ice Punch. So Naughty Nature was essentially the same thing. It was lowering Spadef, but it was boosting physical attack, which again, I'm not really going to utilize that many physical attacks. So let's try this again and see what this one is. Okay, interesting. Do we... Did we just run it back again with the same thing? A naive Kid? Wait, this one has Volt Absorb. Okay, now I'm interested. The first Kid I had was static, of course. They let it have Volt Absorb? That's interesting. Okay, well I was going to say we're going to run it back with the same thing. A naive nature static Kid, but we're not. It's going to be Volt Absorb. Alright, let's try it. I don't need this, I'm about to save this Oranberry for the Brock fight because that was ridiculous last time. We don't need it to beat Gary's ass right here, so let's just do this. Come at me, bro. You got a Smoochum, I got a Kid with quick attack, so we're chilling. Probably 4-hit KO you with this. Easy money. That is kind of funny that we did get Naive again, though, out of all the possible natures. But it's a sign, man. We got to run it back with that speed boosting nature. Let's go, baby. You already know what time it is. Quick attack. We're going to shit on Gary right now. And then make our way up to Brock. Pound only doing 3 damage. Ass. But after this, I'm actually going to put a different number for the level cap. Because Brock, of course, is going to be level cap 14. But I'm going to go ahead and beat Gary's ass again over on Route 22, and I'll update the level cap here in a sec. And there's Thunder Shock. Now we will, you know, this is going to be lit because we get to... I forgot to add the sprite, by the way. My bad. Okay, there's Ellie Kid. But we're going to hopefully get different encounters from last time, right? So the team will be a little bit different. Hopefully for the better and not for the worse, but you never know. We'll see. Gary, shut up, bro. You just got packed up. Got in my face. Alright, let's go grab Oak's parcel. And then we'll come back. Yeah, 2 fishing encounters. Honestly, though, with that gift, Trico, and Mudkip, I don't even need the second fishing encounter. That's the only thing you can get in Pallet Town, but I think... This doesn't count, by the way, because I don't have Pokeballs yet, whatever this is. That's a Pidgey. But I think I'll be able to smoke Brock with Trico and Mudkip again. Let me grab this free potion as well. Hey, bro. What are you doing juking me out, man? So I think instead of fishing in Viridian, I think I am going to gonna get the grass encounter again. Yo, what up? What up? How you doing today? We're gonna take a nice slow walk here to Viridian City because I don't have the running shoes yet. Nor do I have Pokeballs, so we don't have to worry about catching this rat. Now, I do know there is Ponytails on this route, which would be kind of fire. But it probably is like the 5% or the 1% encounter rate, so I'm not banking on it. By the way, what I was just talking about, let me change the level cap here to 9. So we're gonna go fight Gary again, and apparently his Smoochum is 9 in the second fight. Or his ace, I'm assuming. It's still gonna be the Smoochum. I'd be surprised if he had something else besides that. Well, he probably will, but it's not gonna be higher than Smoochum. So we're gonna fight Gary here again at level 9 after catching a few Mons, and then we'll go all the way up to Brock, which will be level 14, will be the next cap. Now we're gonna have to run back and forth, well, walk back and forth multiple times here because there's a guy right up there. You can see his like feet. He gives you the old rod, so we can go back and fish in Pallet Town, but of course we can't get past this guy yet because he hasn't had his coffee yet and he's just taking a nap in the middle of the street. So without the running shoes, it's gonna be a slow-ass walk back to Pallet. Back up to Viridian to grab the old rod and then back down to Pallet again to probably fish up another shelter. That's what I found last time, but I mean, I'd be down for another shelter, definitely over like Magikarp. So hopefully, I mean, I don't know what the other options are, but kind of going into this game blind, which is going to make it more fun. And probably the reason why I won't be able to finish it, but we'll see. No, because normally when I watch other people play Nuzlocke, they kind of have the documentation pulled up alongside it, because then at least they know what Pokemon the gym leaders have and can kind of make a plan, right? And I feel like that's probably the better way to do it. But since I'm inexperienced with Nuzlocke, so I'm just going to full send it blind without having any clue what the gym leaders have. With that being said, I know Brock and Misty's full teams because we beat Brock and we lost it at Misty's last Pokemon. So I already know Misty's full team as well. But apart from that, I don't know anything else because that's where the first run ended. So, you know, we're easily going to be able to beat Brock and Misty, but probably going to have a hell of a hard time with Surge. That's still a long ways away, though. But, I mean, potentially I might do Surge today. You know, it depends on how fast I can get all the way through Misty. Because, again, this time I can avoid talking to a lot of these NPCs. I do want to get the town map again, though, from Daisy. And then, yeah, we'll have to see, because Surge is going to be tough, but we will hopefully have a Marsh Stomp for that after getting that free gift Mudkip. Alright, here we go, man. Who do we got for Route 1? Please give me a Ponyta this time. Oh, that's a Pidgey again. Alright. Pidgey's cool, but the problem is, it definitely can take a quick attack too. The problem is it doesn't even learn Wing Attack by the time we get to Misty, which was really annoying. It still just had Gust. Even as a Pidgeotto. So, okay, I was about to throw a rare candy at the Pidgey. That's probably not the play there. But we get an encounter in Viridian. Actually, I still have to grab the old rod and then come back. It's going to be a minute till we go fight Gary, but we'll have like a full party at level 9. So it's not bad. Alright. Before I go any farther though, let me add this Pidgey here. Let me try to find it in the folder. I got so many Pokemon in this folder now, it's crazy. Alright, here we go. There's Pidgey. This is gonna be kind of annoying though until we get the running shoes after beating Brock. See? There's a freaking Ponyta as encounter number 2. That would have been dope. That's okay. Pidgeotto and Pidgeot are still good for later in the game. Maybe once I find Aerial Ace or something, it could be more useful. There's Nidorans on Route 1 too. I don't remember if I saw that last time. I'm not even gonna waste time, you know, KOing these Pokemon because I'm just gonna rip rare candies to get to level 9 before fighting Gary. So we don't need to worry about that. Now, I could fish here to get an encounter, but I think because of the Trico and the Mudkip, I think I'd rather just take an encounter in here, see what I could find. Last time I think we found Swablu. Damn, bro, again? Swablu kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We'll take this again. I mean, we have no other choice. We can't roll for another Pokemon here. Unless I run into Species Clause again, right? Which is, like, if this would have been a Pidgey right here, then I could have got another encounter until I found something different besides a Pidgey. I totally forgot that was even a thing on my first run. But Swablu it is, unfortunately. And let me go ahead and add this sprite while we're catching it. Okay. It's kind of annoying, again, to have the all-bird squad for Brock, but it doesn't matter because we're going to bench him anyway. Just out of curiosity, what else is here, right? Let me find like one more encounter. But I'm sure Swablu was like 30 or 40%. Really? I got trolled. I'm not gonna lie. That's tough. That's a tough look. Could have had either a Ponyta or a Houndour, and yet we're stuck with Pidgey and Swablu. Nice. Okay. That's alright, they just want to make it hard on me. That's fine. Gotta watch Old Man Rivers here catch his Weedle, and then we can get this old rod from the fisherman, head back to Pallet. Dude, Houndour would have been so good for like, because imagine, you know, by the time I get to Saffron City, potentially having a Houndoom, and we could just destroy Sabrina and her psychic types with Houndoom and Dark Pulse. Although with Dark Pulse actually wouldn't even be in the game, it would just be Bite and Crunch. Because this is just, I think, it's just Gen 3 movesets. So, of course, Dark Pulse didn't come around till Gen 4. But I don't know, because I didn't get very far into the run, so I don't know what is changed here in this game. But I think in terms of story mode, it's just the vanilla story of Fire Red and Leaf Green. Let me go ahead and register the fishing rod real quick. So, but even with a vanilla story, I feel like there's probably moveset changes. And you know what? I'm about to max out on Pokeballs right now, too. Just in case, because we were struggling with stuff breaking out last time. Let me get 15 of them things. It's all our money. Probably should have bought some antidotes, because we're going to get poison stung by Weedle in the forest, but that's just whatever. Alright. Is there like a berry over here? I thought maybe they might have like moved the berry. Because normally there's some kind of berry in between these two ledges here, like right around this spot. But I guess not. The next berry we found was up by the Mount Moon Pokemon Center. Or there's a couple of them on that route there, but they don't come till after Brock. Now the problem with Brock is, you know, last time I fought his first 5 Pokemon, KO'd them all without losing anybody. And then so it was a 6v1 versus Onyx. And then Onyx took out 3 of them with the combination of Swagger and the paralysis from Dragon Breath. So I was really hoping to find, you know, some kind of berry to mitigate that, either the paralysis or the confusion from Swagger. But it looks like we don't get the Persian berry again until after that. What is it? Oh, it's another shelter. I was gonna say, but it did the like the white screen, which means it's a higher level than you are. I thought maybe I hooked like a level 20 Pokemon. That would have been funny. But it's because he's just higher than me. Now, I guess in terms of catching Pokemon, it's probably not ideal that I got a Volt Absorb Elekid instead of Static. Because getting that Static Paralysis, it was really, really good for paralyzing stuff, making them easier to catch. But it is what it is. And Shelder was one Mon that we lost last time versus Brock, so... Also, the other Shelder I caught came with a Water Stone. I wonder if this one will too. And if it does, I might just evolve it into Cloyster. By the way, I should be careful here. Might have to go to Swablu and let it get KO'd. This is kind of sketch because I can't heal in battle. Damn, I don't take another one, so hopefully this ball catches it. I mean, Swablu's kind of whatever, but then my last two guys will also get one shot. Shit. Go for withdraw. Thank you. I trolled by not going to the Pokemon Center before this. This was a bad idea. Please just stay in the ball, Shelter. Come on, man. You're already in the yellow. Really? I'm gonna have to run away then. This is not great. Maybe Pidgey could take a tackle because it did 4 to this guy who has 11 defense. Pidgey only has 8 defense, so no, he does not take one. I guess I'll try one more ball with Pidgey. If Pidgey gets KO'd, I don't really care, but I would like to get this Shelter. This was my bad for not paying attention. Whoops. But if Pidgey gets KO'd, I'm going to run away because there's no way I'm losing Elekid. Okay. We got the Shelter. Jeez, man. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Okay. Hit the Pokemon Center this time. Oh, Shelter does have the Water Stone again. Just kidding. It has a Pearl. Nice. Okay. I thought for sure that would be a Water Stone. Okay, well, we can heal up with Mom here, but I do have to get rid of Swablu once I get back to the center. And let me swap the sprite above my head here for Shelter. Damn it, man. Imagine if that had a Water Stone again. That would have been sick. Where is Shelter? Right here. Okay. What natures do we got for Pidgey and Shelter, by the way? Lax, awful. And Relax is actually not bad for Shelter. But that's actually not horrible at all. Alright, well, it didn't have a Water Stone this time, which is unfortunate. And Swablu died, but who cares? Trash Pokemon. Alright. Damn, man. Well, let's go catch one more thing on Route 22, right before Gary. There's also Sentrets on Route 1, interesting. I'll release the other the Swablu after, because I'm gonna take damage trying to chip whatever this Pokemon is down a little bit, and then so I'll go back to the Pokemon Center, heal up, rip some rare candies to level 9, and then we'll go fight Gary here. Even though I don't need to fight Gary, but we got to establish our dominance, right? Lead with Elekid. He's probably gonna have a Pidgey in the front. Okay, we get a Rattata again. So far, like, not a single different encounter. Not one. That's kind of crazy. Considering there's a bunch of different options on the routes, but it is what it is. With that being said, though, we might get lucky with this Rattata because the first one we had was Runaway, which is obviously like a pointless ability. And, you know, Rattata's other option for an ability is Guts, which will make it a lot stronger offensively if we can get burnt or poisoned. So hopefully this rat has Guts and not Runaway again, but... I was really hoping to, like, switch up the team a little bit this time, but so far it's every single encounter has been the same. Alright, what does this rat have? Lonely Nature, which boosts physical attack and lowers physical defense. But it has Runaway. Damn it, man. Okay. So we are just getting a mirrored run here from the first attempt. Let me try to find Rat as I'm walking back to Pokemon Center. There it is. Okay. I guess we can go ahead and set up the death box already. Since we already have somebody to put in there. That's alright. We'll definitely get different encounters. It's just... I mean, I'm probably running into whatever is the highest percentage mon on the route, which makes sense, right? Let's move Pokemon. Let's turn the box to the left of box 1. We'll make that the graveyard. What did I do last time? Like the volcano? I think that was a good one. And we'll name it. Actually, let me go ahead and put graveyard. Although it doesn't fit, we'll just misspell yard. Yeah, we could just do YRD. All right, so Swablu's going into the graveyard. We'll see ya. First of many Pokemon that will be deposited into that box. And actually, I think I need to switch it back to box 1 before I exit the PC. Because then, once we catch them on, or especially some of these gift Pokemon, they'll go straight to the PC, and I don't want them going to the death box because then I'll get confused. Alright, rare candy time real quick, which is anything but quick in a Gen 3 game. Hopefully I don't misclick and put anybody at level 10, because if I do, we won't be able to fight Gary. So I gotta lock in right here for a second. But I think I'm still just gonna lead Elekid regardless. Hopefully his Smoochum does not have Ice Punch already. That's gonna be really annoying if it does. But I guess I do have Shelter to resist. Even though Shelter doesn't have the best breath, but... Alright, Pidgey gets Sand Attack. We can also cheese with that if we have to. But I'm assuming that since Elekid learned Thunder Shock at level 6, I feel like Smoochum is probably going to have an Ice Attack this time around. So I can't really switch in Pidgey on that guy. But we'll see. There's the old Gusto. Okay. Damn it, man. Why did I get a Runaway Rattata again? There's Bubble for Shelter. That's not bad. And Icicle Spear. Hopefully I can keep this Shelter past Brock this time around. I don't need Tackle. I also don't need Withdraw, I guess. That's kind of pointless. Actually, Withdraw was probably more useful than Tackle now that I think about it, but doesn't matter. Okay. So hopefully we can beat Brock within the first hour. Nah, it's already been 25 minutes. Actually, I should be able to. It's not that bad. Because again, we know which NPCs to talk to and which ones to avoid. There's Quick Attack for the Rat. But yeah, there's no way I'm going to let Gary's Smoochum KO Elekid again. I gotta at least let this thing become an Electabuzz. Now, ideally, you know, of course, the goal is going to be to keep Elekid and Electabuzz throughout the whole run. That's my goal, but if Electabuzz does go down at some point, you know, I'm going to have to keep pushing on regardless. I could have got an encounter on the northern route, but it's kind of whatever. We're just going to go fight him right now. Zigzagoons are also an option here. Interesting. Would have been kind of cool because they do have pickup as an ability. It might have found me some good items. Well, let's fight this idiot again and let him know who's boss. And then we'll go through the forest. Now, I'm going to do the same thing I did last time and not count the static encounters as a route encounter. Okay, he's got... Oh, that's right, he's got Zubat. I did know that because... Well, I didn't fight him here last time, but when we fight him by the Nugget Bridge in Cerulean, he did have a Zubat or a Golbat as his lead. One of the two, I don't even remember. But, what was I even talking about? Oh, the gift Pokemon. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time and not count those as the route encounter. What would do more here? Because Thunder Shock is stab, but Quick Attack, like, Smoochum has awful Fizz Def. So does Kid, but I guess we'll just hit each other for special attacks. Let's see. Okay, that didn't do anything. He's got Powder Snow. I got you. I mean, even a crit, I should be able to take that. There's no way that kills me again. Okay. Although I wouldn't take another crit. Or, I mean, I wouldn't be able to survive a crit from here. But that did, what, 11 damage? Or no, it did 9. So actually, I would live on 1 HP with a crit. Let's go ahead and quick attack it, and then I'll switch out. Wait, that was a bad idea, because assuming if he got like a high roll crit, that actually would kill me. Yeah, that one did 9. Alright, let's go to Shelter and lick this thing. With Shelter's long-ass tongue. I'm just going to lick it right in the face after resisting a couple Powder Snows here. Easy money. Or no, did I have Astonish? No, it was Lick, yeah. All Ghost moves are physical in Gen 3. So this'll probably do enough to KO it, although it's an unstab move on a Shelter, so maybe not, but okay, whatever. We get the Para, which is shice, but we might still be slower. Don't tell me you got a Cherry Berry. Oh, Oran Berry. Okay, that's annoying. Whatever. We are actually faster, which is interesting. And I think the next lick will get rid of it. The reason that I'm beating Gary's ass here is because, you know, he KO'd my Kid on Nugget Bridge. So now we're going to make sure every possible spot that Gary pulls up, we're going to establish dominance. And we're going to get him back for KO on my original Kid. Okay. Not bad. Let me ban this bot real quick. I don't even remember how to do this. Ban. Alright, see ya, buddy. Don't be pulling up into my Twitch chat as a bot. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Alright. Now, we can increase the current level cap up to 14. Because that is what Brock's ace Pokemon is. It's still Onix in this game. His Onix was at 14. Let's go ahead and do some more catching here through the forest. I should probably heal, though. Make sure I don't lose Kid. That'd be bad. And there was nobody else useful in Viridian here. But just outside the forest, there is a girl that gives us the free Trico, so we're going to go grab that again. Now that I know where it is, you don't even have an option to say no. You just get the Pokemon, so I could also save in front of the girl, just to make sure we get a halfway decent nature. Again, if I got like an Adamant Trico, that would just be awful. Because Trico has like nothing but special attacks back in Gen 3. Because it gets access to like Dark and even Electric moves and Thunder Punch, but all of those are special. So I'm still going to get an encounter here, but I want to grab this Trico first. So again, I'm going to need all the help I can get, so we're going to save and just make sure it's not like a really bad nature. Alright. Let's see what we got this time on Trico. Rash. That actually boosts special attack and lowers special defense, so we're going to be even stronger, which is good. Because Absorb is just an awful attack at 20 base power. But being a Rash nature, you can see that, look at that special attack stat, it's already at 22. That's kind of insane. Okay, Trico, welcome to the squad, buddy. Let's go ahead and add this real quick, and then fill up the last spot on the team with the grass patch. All right, there's Trico. Now I think last time I caught a Poochyena here, so let's see what we get this time around. It's a Hoot. That's a lot worse than Poochyena. But it is what it is. We'll quick attack it once and throw a ball at it. I mean, obviously not going to help at all against Brock, but that's okay because we'll have enough options where we don't need to deal with the Hoot. So this, I don't even have the sprite for this. Alright, we caught it, so I can add that. Well, I'm going to add it to slot number 6, and then I'm going to swap it out anyway for Mudkip, but we'll let Hoot hold that number 6 spot for a little bit. Right here. And then I gotta enable it. Okay. Now, last time in the forest, I think I caught a Bellsprout, which was kind of fire. By the way, Mudkip is not here. It's in the Pokemon Center in Pewter. And Torchic was at the exit, the little gatehouse exit to the forest here. So last time I got a Bellsprout, which again got KO'd by Brock's Onix. So hopefully, if it is that again, we can keep it longer. Please don't give me a bug type, man. Okay, another Bellsprout. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So, apart from this Hoot, it's been just an identical run thus far. And, well, that's not true because Kid doesn't have static. It now has, I kind of want to quick attack this guy again, but I don't want to kill it. You know what? Trico can hit it with Pound, which won't do as much as Kid's quick attack. And also, it doesn't matter if Trico takes damage, because there's only one trainer to fight in the forest. There's one required trainer. The other ones are all optional. Alright, so we got Bellsprout again, and as long as we don't let this thing get KO'd by Brock, it'll also help a lot against Misty, of course. And at that point, too, it actually will probably be a Weeping Bell. I don't remember what level this thing evolves at, but the level cap for Misty is 23. So I want to say that Bellsprout evolves into Weeping Bell before 23, but I don't know. Okay. I'm happy with that. That's a good catch right there. Another Pokeball, which is nice. Kind of curious what else is in the forest too, of course. Again, we don't need to deal with all this. We're just gonna rare candy once we get out of here, so we run from everybody. I don't remember if there's an item over here. I don't think so. Another Bellsprout. If Bellsprout's here, I wonder if Oddish is too. I don't remember if I saw one last time. I don't think I did, but I'm gonna assume there's probably Oddishes in here too, which, you know, either Bellsprout or Oddish would have been good catches. Surskit. That's a funny mon. I wish Masquerain was a better Pokemon. This thing's Evo here. I wish it was a better Pokemon because I think design-wise it's pretty sick. But as you know, Bug Flying is just terrible. If it could have kept Bug Water, like the pre-Evo form, it probably would have been a lot better. But then, you know, at the end of the day, when Gen 7 came around, they gave us Araquanid, so that's like the best Bug Water type. Or I guess Golisopod was also Bug Water, but that guy's kind of weird. I think Araquanid's a lot better. Alright, hopefully we dodge that guy. We do. There's no berries over there. Okay, there was one free antidote here, that's right. Oh, we don't dodge that guy. Again, I'm not, like, trying to dodge these fights. It's just for the sake of pacing, right? We don't need to sit here and grind the experience off these pointless trainers because we know that, you know, we got the rare candies and we know what the level caps are. So grinding is just a waste of time in this. Although, it's never a waste of time, right? Because you do still get EVs. You don't get any EVs by using rare candies, so it's actually not bad. Like right there, I just got probably 2 defense EVs, which may let me take a Rock Tomb. Who knows? And here's a Kakuna, so I don't think these give just +1. I think they give +2 in FizzDef. And if that's the case and they both do, well then +4 FizzDef EVs actually equates to 1 stat point. So, you know, it's not a bad thing that I ran into this guy this time around because we did dodge him the first time. We get 96 bucks. Very important. That'll come into play later in the playthrough for sure. Now, I also could be cheap and, of course there's Pikachus in here too. I would consider it cheating though if I was to sell off a bunch of rare candies to earn cash and then spend it at the mart. So I'm not going to actually sell any rare candies in this game just to make it a little bit harder. I'm going to force myself to just use the cash that I have to buy Pokeballs and potions, right? And yeah, it looks like, you know, besides the Bellsprout, they just got like the OG bugs and Pikachu in here. So at the end of the day, we're still making our way out of Viridian Forest with the best option here in that Bellsprout. So that's not bad at all. Of course, there's Pidgeys here too. I'm going to actually KO this thing. I'm just trying to be careful that I don't pass level 14, but obviously it's not going to happen with just the one trainer here. Okay. Then I gotta remember to grab this Torchic on the way out, although I won't be able to like save spam for a good nature. I mean, I guess I could, but it's gonna get sent straight to the box because of Hoot Hoot. I'll still do it, but what? I thought the potion was right there. I guess it's over here. Okay. Now Pidgey does have Gust, so let's just throw it out there in front and let it destroy all these bugs here. And not bad. We will actually be able to get through Brock in under an hour. That's kind of what I really wanted to do here. Last time it took me like an hour and a half because I was interacting with all the NPCs and whatnot. Paris, of course, is Bug Grass, 4x weak to flying attacks, so that should be a one-shot, and it is. Not bad, Pidgey. Way to put in the work right there. And then we'll beat up the one scrub in I think it was this trainer right here. Let's pin her against the wall and then then take the Torchic. We'll go beat up the one trainer in front of Brock, and then after that, then I'll level cap at 14. But here's the Torchic. We don't need to nickname it. We'll go check the nature, but again, as with like any starter Pokemon in the first 3 gens, they're all mixed attackers anyway. Because if you think about it, Bulbasaur is grass poison, right? One special, one physical typing there. Same with Charmander. When it's Charizard, it's fire flying. One special, one physical. Torchic, fire fighting, right? Same thing. And then also with Mudkip, right? Water ground. One of those is physical and one special. So this trainer right here gives us the Mudkip. Before we do that, let's check for check this Trico, not Trico, the Torchic, because I did save. Last time we had a timid Torchic and we got it again. Really? Is that just set then? Was this... I think I had like Docile Trico? No, because I got Rash. Timid Torchic is funny because it's going to work against the fighting attacks. But it is a speed boosting nature, so I guess that's not bad. We can just mainly use this thing as a fire type then, instead of... I mean, it's not to say, like, I'll still have fighting attacks on it, right? But they won't be as strong because I'm getting a 10% reduction to my physical attack stat, which is not ideal, but it's kind of whatever. I kind of want to reset for a better one, but I'm not going to. I mean, I'm probably not even going to use Torchic that much anyway. Let's go ahead and do this, though, because Mudkip is going to be a very clutch player for the squad. So I do kind of want to get a good Mudkip. But again, it's going to be a mixed attacker, so the nature is not that important. It would just be annoying if it lowered like one of its more important stats, but let's see here. This time we got a Rash Mudkip, lowering special defense. I mean, Mudkip's already going to get one shot by grass attacks anyway. And that does boost the power of the water moves at the cost of a little bit of special defense. Honestly, not bad. We're just going to go with the double Rash squad here. Trico and Mudkip will be the same thing. Now let's go ahead and put Bellsprout over Pidgey. Pidgey's going to be worthless in this first battle. So we got 3 birds here in the box. We got our pigeon, our chicken, and our owl. And they can just sit there and hang out together. Now we do still get one more encounter. There's actually grass here in town. Although, you know what? No, because the Aerodactyl encounter doesn't count here. It counts as Cinnabar. So we can still get this encounter. And then I'm gonna put Trico in front for the absorbs. And give it not a Pokeball. Give it a couple rare candies to get it to maybe 12. I just gotta make sure I don't break 14. Actually, you know what? 11's good enough to fight that kid before Brock. Let's do that, and we'll catch them on the way back, and then we'll get after it here. There's also like a sunstone in the grass there, which is kind of random. I guess who would that evolve besides just Sunflora? I'm trying to think of. Wait, I gotta adjust some sprites real quick. Where is Mudkip? And then I also got rid of Pidgey for Bellsprout. Now, I already have all these sprites downloaded because this is the same squad as last time that we're going to fight Brock with. Exact same squad. I thought there was like a berry up here or something. Oh, it's a Pokeball. Okay. Maybe that was Heart Gold, Soul Silver that it was a berry. I don't know. Let's go beat up this guy. I think he actually had 3 Pokemon. Let's fight him again here. Trico should be able to mop the floor with this scrub, and then, oh, he has it. I forgot he had an Aeron in front. Alright, GG's. You got me on that one. We got Mudkip with the water gun. We're chilling. You can harden all you want, man. That ain't gonna work. It only mitigates damage from Mud Slap, because that's actually a physical attack in this, being ground type. In future gens, Mud Slap is actually a special attack, but 2 water guns does the trick. Get a lot of experience here, but maybe not enough to hit 11. Then I think he probably just has like a Sandshrew and Geodude in the back. There's the Shrew. Now Brock's fight is going to be shiesty again. Like, we KO'd the first 5 mons pretty easily, but then his Onix got 3 KOs with Swagger and Dragon Breath. That shit was so dumb. And I really don't have a way to outplay it, honestly. I think what happened last time was I had Shelder out on the field, and he actually has a nose pass. I had a Shelder out on the field that was slower than his Onix, because Onix like dug underground. And then when it came back up, I used Bubble with Shelder. That was the first time I hit the Onix. And it brought him down to like exactly half. Then he popped a Citrus Berry and got all the way back to full. And then I basically never touched him again until Trico just OHKO'd him. Because Brock actually had 2. He has like a potion and a lemonade. And so does Misty. So Brock like used a lemonade to get his Onix back to full. And then Trico just OHKO'd his ass with an Absorb. And I was only a docile Trico. This time around I'm Rash Nature, so I'll have an even higher special attack stat. So I feel pretty good about Trico being able to just OHKO his Onix. But I mean, I don't know for sure. Oh no rare candy yet. I want to get this other encounter. So I just have to find a way to get Trico out on the field for free, right? And then hopefully OHKO the Onix, because what happened last time was I switched in Trico like on a Dragon Breath, and I got paralyzed. And then, like, swaggered right after because I was slower, right? Well, once Onix paralyzed me, he was able to outspeed me. So, we got a Nose Pass last time here. Let's see what we got this time. Hey, it's another Swablu. Does that count as Duplication Claws? I'm going to say no because I don't even have the Swablu anymore. Or do I say yes and try to find something else besides a Nose Pass or Swablu? I don't know how this works. This is why I need like a Nuzlocke expert in the chat right now. I mean, if I... Oh shit, I forgot about Peck. Hey, yo! Get me out of here, man. Is there any Nuzlocke experts in chat? No? Okay. Because I don't know if this would... why did I click Lick? Dumbass. That's a ghost type attack, I forgot. Well, I knew that. I forgot this thing was normal type. Because I'm used to it being a dragon when it evolves. See, I don't know if this would count as a duplication clause. Normally, obviously it would if I still had a Swablu, but because... Why did that do 0 damage, bro? Shelter your ass. Let me click Icicle Spear. If it kills it with a 5-hitter, it is what it is, but based on that bubble damage, I feel like this thing would still live a 5-hitter, which it does easily, and of course I only get 2. But I'm gonna say that this does not count towards the duplication clause, allowing me to re-roll for another Mon since my Shelter died. Or I mean my Swablu. So I don't know how that works, but I'm gonna count this as my encounter that I have to catch. Alright. I mean, at the end of the day, that's kind of better than Nose Pass. So it's whatever. Let's go ahead and heal up, and then get to level 14 and just get after it here. And I gotta remember, if I gotta sack something against Onyx to be able to get Trico in for free, and just to Oko his ass, like that's the play. Unless his Onyx randomly outspeeds my Trico, but I don't know last time because I was paralyzed the whole time I was trying to hit it. So I never knew about the speed interaction there. Alright, level 14, let's get it. And I do have an Oran Berry, that's the only thing I have. As a way to hopefully let me live another hit. Now, Onyx can't even really hit Trico that hard. It has like Dig, Rock Tomb, Dragon Breath, Swagger. So it's really not that threatening. I guess Rock Tomb would be the best way he could hit it. Ellie Kid, I think, actually learns Karate Chop. Yeah, okay, there it is. I thought maybe it wasn't until 14, but I do remember having Karate Chop last time. But nobody else really had anything useful, I think. I mean, of course, Mudkip and Bellsprout have super effective hits, and so does Shelter, but... See, that's the thing about, like, Shelter also has really good Fizz Def, so it can kind of hardwall Onyx. But of course, they gave Onyx a special attack in Dragon Breath. As a way to work around Shelter. And on top of that, you know, like, Shelter, I think, hit itself in Confusion. It just had an awful time. That's why I got KO'd by Onyx. But the one time I did hit it with Bubble, it did, like, just over 50%. So it's... Shelter can potentially even deal with Onyx, as long as I don't get parried or hit myself in Confusion. Speaking of, we can confuse that dumbass Onyx, but Supersonic has like 55 accuracy, right? I'm not even gonna bother rolling the dice with that. Yeah, hell no. Again, probably more useful than Tackle, but 55 accuracy is just so bad. I'm not doing that. Rattata with the runaway is unfortunate. Guts would have went hard right here. Well, actually, not in this fight, but against Misty. If I could like poison or burn myself before that fight, then because you know Rattata evolves at level 20 and Misty's cap is 23. So we will have Eradicate before Misty, but again, if it was Guts and I could status it, it would probably just start Oko and stuff in there. Because as you saw, it just learned Hyper Fang, which is a very strong normal type attack for this early in the game. But at the end of the day, who cares? Because we have Runaway. So it doesn't matter about trying to get Okos against Misty. Alright, 50 minutes. Not bad. We will be done with Brock in under an hour. And then we'll talk more about options before Misty, right? Because I did fight Gary on the Nugget Bridge, and I fought the rest of the trainers on the Nugget Bridge, but I never went all the way to Bill. So there's probably other encounters I can do up there, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Pun intended, because of Nugget Bridge. And you know, maybe we'll go into the Misty fight with a different team this time around, but I had everything I needed. Like, look, I went into the Misty fight without Ellie Kid, okay? And I still almost beat her. So, as long as we have Ellie Kid for that fight, it shouldn't be a problem. Oddly enough, the Pokemon Misty sent out last was the one Pokemon on her team that's not a water type. It was a Togetic. And it's a Togetic with Magical Leaf. So it was able to Oko Marsh Stomp. Alright, we're ready for Brock. Who do I throw the Oran Berry on, though? Because who was barely getting two-shot by Brock's Onyx? Not really anybody. Okay, so So between Trico and Mudkip, who has the higher special attack stat? Well, they have like the same, 24 and 28. Trico's is slightly stronger. However, Trico only has a 20 base power attack and absorb, and you have an attack that's twice as strong in Water Gun. Now, with that being said, because last time I led with Mudkip, right? So Brock does lead with Geodude, but he also has one Pokemon that's not a Rock type in Vulpix, of course, because he has a Vulpix in the anime. So if I lead with Trico, that would trigger the Vulpix to come out next. Now, the thing about Trico and other grass types is he does have both the fossils, which are Rock Water, right? Kabuto and Omanite. So leading with Mudkip to KO his Geodude would trigger the fossils to come out next. So if I led with Bellsprout or Trico, it would make his Vulpix come out. Now, the problem with the Vulpix, it has freaking Hypnosis. It has Hypnosis, Confuse Ray, Substitute, and only one damaging attack with Ember. So Mudkip can kind of deal with that, but again, it's not going to come out next. He's going to go to a fossil. In which case, the fossils were both using like Rock Tomb, so I could go into Bellsprout and do that. Either way, like he's got a really good team that kind of counters whatever I can throw out there. I mean, this game is, you know, pretty famous for being difficult. They gave the gym leaders, I was just trying to see if there was like a hidden berry up here. They kind of gave the gym leaders like a counter for everything, right? Obviously not everything, but for a majority of the stuff that you can get up to this point in the game. So this is kind of a tough decision. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, Mudkip can tank the Rock Tombs and probably two-shot the fossils with Water Gun. Because them being Rock Water, they're still neutral to it. But again, Bellsprout is the most expendable here, but having a Weeping Bell versus Misty is going to be kind of cracked. This thing has shit defenses though, damn. Alright, I'm just going to go with Mudkip again. Being realistic here before we go into the fight, I feel like there's no way I can keep all 6. I mean, I'm going to try. But if somebody has to get sacked, it'd probably be Rattata. I might think differently if I had Guts. Oh, you know what? I gotta do this Oranberry too. That's not the right button. Open it. And I'm just gonna give this to Mudkip. Might help him beat the fossils a little bit easier. Register the rod back. Alright, Brock. How you doing, buddy? You ready for round 2? This time, your Onix is not gonna get as lucky as it did last time, alright? Let's get it. So you're here. I'm Brock, Pewter's gym leader. Oh, I know who you are, Chief. My rock-hard willpower is evident, even in my Pokemon. Don't care. My Pokemon are all rock-hard. Not true, you have a Vulpix. What else you gotta say? That's right, my Pokemon are all the rock... Okay, this guy's lying out his ass. Let's go, man. Come on. Get me in there. We're not letting him sauce us up with that Onix like last time. There ain't no way, man. No way. By the way, I don't even remember if Mudkip one-shot last time with Water Gun. But I am a rash nature this time, so I feel like I might. Okay. Good start, good start. Now all we gotta do is dodge a Hypnosis against that dumbass Vulpix when it comes out on the field. But it's gonna be a fossil next. Yeah, he goes Kabuto. Again, Kabuto and Omanite both just spam... oh shit, it has Absorb. That's okay. I'm only pure water and that's not a stab, so it's not gonna do shit. Actually, that does nothing. And... that actually gives me a free switch into the grass types. I get a crit, which is kind of shiced. Although, now that means Water Gun won't kill. Because Water Gun actually does kill from there, but he'll absorb back enough where it won't. So I think I save Mudkip for Vulpix again, like I did last time. And going Trico or Bellsprout, either or is going to trigger that Vulpix to come out next. I think he's going to do what he did last time, which was switch it up and go Rock Tomb. I don't think he absorbs again. He does, okay. So obviously we absorb back and then we get back to full HP. Okay, that only did 1 damage. I thought it was going to do like 2 or 3. Alright, so we're back at full. Vulpix is most likely coming out next. So I think everybody else just gets one-shot by Absorb. Which is funny because Absorb is terrible. Let's see what he goes to. He goes to Rhyhorn. Why? I mean, I don't even remember what this Rhyhorn had. I think it did get an attack off last time, but it wasn't anything too I think he just Rock Tombed or something. Like, it wasn't too threatening. Because even after a Rock Tomb, I would still be faster, and I just kill you with Absorb. Why would he go to... I'm just trying to think of what coverage moves does Rhyhorn even learn? Does Rhyhorn get fire attacks? I don't even know. I was thinking of like fire... Because like, I'm pretty sure Rhydon and Rhyperior get Fire Punch. Later gens, they get Heat Crash and stuff. I could go back to Mudkip here. Alternatively, I could go Shelter, but I only have Bubble, right? But see, I'm Relaxed Nature. I could hard wall this guy. Hit back with... Bubble's so bad, though. I think I'm just going to stay in and Absorb. I don't even know what this thing would have for coverage on me. I think it just goes Rock Tomb again. But I'm still faster next turn. We almost OHKO, but it is what it is. Yeah, and see, he just goes for Tail Whip. Easy money. By the way, this is about to make him waste his potion. One of his two. He has a Super Potion and a Lemonade. Randomly. And Misty also had the same thing. She had a Super Potion and a Lemonade. We get a crit, no KO. It doesn't matter. We were faster anyway. Okay. So now it's Vulpix, Ammonite, and the Onyx. And we hit 15, which is really good because this probably ensures that I do OHKO Onyx, because that's where I was last time. I was at 15. Alright, so here's the Vulpix. Hypnosis, Ember, Substitute, Confuse Ray. Very annoying set, but it can't really damage Mudkip because it only has Ember. So in an ideal world, we dodge Hypnosis twice. The only real way that I can get damage here is just by hitting myself in Confusion. So there's the Confuse Ray. I do have Oranberry though, so we just have to somehow connect two Water Guns to KO this thing. Now 3 Water Guns. But it is what it is. This is going to be a stall fest. As long as we don't hit ourselves, like going to sleep doesn't really matter. It's just hitting myself in Confusion is what's going to chip me down. I mean, this thing could also spam sub too. Last time it only used it once. But there's the Hypnosis. Had we dodged it there and hit through Confusion, I think we kill it. But whatever. He's also going to wear down his own HP with sub. I'm just going to stay in and burn off these turns. He can't burn me now because I'm asleep. And that's doing 4 damage. Okay. I mean, it's better for me that it's just going for Ember and not going for a Substitute. Because that just stalls an extra turn. Unfortunately, though, when I wake up, eventually I will still be confused. I wish the Confusion turns would tick down with the sleep turns, but alas, they don't. Okay, here comes my Oranberry. This dumbass Fox, man. You just gotta dodge the Hypnosis. Damn it, it's 2 for 2. Come on, Brock. Pissing me off, bro. What we doing here? And how many turns of Confusion? That's only 2. Now, Mudkip's basically useless for the rest of the fight, because even if it kills Vulpix, it can't... it'll get KO'd by any of the last 2. So I'm going to stay in, but again, if I hit myself in Confusion, it depends when I wake up. How much did... I wasn't... Dude, you really got to lock in with these and see how much Confusion does. I wasn't even looking. I think I live a Confusion recoil, but I don't think I live one more. I'm still confused. Okay, did we get through it? We don't. It didn't do 12, though, yeah. Alright, so Vulpix does what it does. It completely stalled me out. Now, I might just waste the rat here, to be honest. But that's it. I mean, you see, because of the Confusion now, I can't even... Damn, imagine if I was Guts, bro. I can't even come back in now. Shit, would Tail Whip actually help? He could probably switch to negate it, so I'm just going to go Hyper Fang. This sucks. We're going to lose the rat here. Oh, the next one kills, though, and he didn't go... Well, he can't Hypnosis me now. I don't think he goes Lemonade here. Yeah. Okay. Nice. That Fox is so freaking annoying, man. It just completely stalled out a Mudkip when it can't even damage it with just the Ember. I mean, I could save the rat. If I go hard Trico and Oko this guy back, I could save Rattata. Here's the problem though, right? This is going to be a Rock Tomb, most likely. And if I switch in on Rock Tomb, Trico's speed gets lowered and then Onix outspeeds me. So I'd have to sack something else. So maybe we go... Bellsprout is not ideal. I mean, Elekid can also do this. But then again, like, the thing is, who do I sack to get a... oh, my freaking chair is stuck on the thing underneath. Okay. I gotta lean forward. This is an intense moment right now because I don't want to lose anybody, but even if I go Elekid or Bellsprout to kill this guy, then I'd have to switch out on Onix. Maybe I just sack the rat at that point. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Let's go Bellsprout. Although here's the thing though, like after why does he never miss Rock Tomb, by the way? Pissing me off. He might actually outspeed me. Clearly I can take another one. So let's whip it. He goes for Protect. Don't care. It's really annoying. I have one of those like hard plastic mats that go over your carpet, you know, so you can slide around with the chair. But sometimes because I sit too close to the mic, it like the wheels of my chair get stuck underneath the hard plastic somehow, which doesn't even make sense, but it happens all the time. All right, here's Onix's dumbass. Bellsprout is a hasty nature, so I probably get cooked by a Rock Tomb. I don't even remember if it had Rock Tomb though. It has guaranteed Swagger, Dig, and Dragon Breath. It has to have Rock Tomb. But honestly, I don't even think he clicks Rock Tomb. I think he clicks Dig, Swagger, or Dragon Breath. So I'm gonna try to whip this thing. Again, Vine Whip is a physical attack in later gens, but in this, all grass is special. So the attack boost is not going to benefit me here. But it's better that it's a special attack. It'll hit harder. And here we go again with the Swagger shit, dude. I mean, this is the same thing that it did last time, and I hit myself in confusion every time, bro. Somebody has to get sacked so I get a free switch into Trico. I think I just burned the rat. This shit's extremely annoying, man. I want to hold on to Bellsprout this time around for Misty. There's the D-Breath. See, last time I went hard Trico and I got paralyzed on that, so it's just better to sack rat. And let's see if Trico can one-shot again. Bro, look. If somehow this Onix survives, you know the next outcome, right? It's Dragon Breath, Para, guaranteed. How is he faster than Trico, bro? What? You're trolling right now. Alright, Trico, all you gotta do is hit through it, man, and you're gonna Oko his ass. If not... This is so stupid, man. Really? With this game right now. Like, this is the easiest fight in the world, but because... because of the 100% hacks, I just... Why is he faster than Trico? That makes zero sense. I mean... Okay, because here's the thing, right? If he digs underground, I miss the absorb anyway. So I feel like switching to sack Bellsprout is better. Or sack Shelter again. All Trico has to do is just hit him once. But I have to somehow break through. I mean, this is literally the verbatim. I just haven't got paralyzed yet, but this is all going down the same way as last time. I'd be okay with losing Shelter first. And then Bellsprout, but it's the same thing. I want to come out of here with Elekid, Mudkip, and Trico. Since he's faster, though, I think he digs here, so this is going to be the same thing. There's no point in saying it, because if I hit myself in confusion, even if I break through, I miss Absorb. So I think the play is to go Shelter. He might also Dragon Breath, but again, there's no point to stay in. So I'm going to go Shelter, and hopefully I can dodge a Para. This is ridiculous, man. Alright, he does go D-Breath. I don't even know what to say about this fight, man. He missed a swagger. I didn't even think that was possible. He finally missed an attack. Well, I said it last time. Swagger only has 85 accuracy. It's definitely possible. Here comes his citrus berry, so he's right back to full. But at least we burned the citrus. Okay, he hits the swagger. I think he knows that Dig doesn't do shit against the Shelter. Onyx has a horrible attack stat. But I'm not gonna lie, it's very sus that this thing is faster than a Trico. It's kind of dumb. We break through the confusion, we get full para. Nice. And then he digs. So as long as we break out of confusion next turn, I'm going to bring him back down to half. And then I just got to hit him one more time. We actually break through when the one time it actually doesn't matter. Nice. Okay. Dig doesn't do much, and I think I snap out, and I don't get paralyzed. Thank you, Shelter. I'm not going to lie, this fight's actually making me mad right now. Just miss a swagger, dumbass. Okay. That's alright, we're gonna hit through it right here. And Shelter's gonna get the job done. Come on, baby. We're not doing this game again with you, Onyx. We're not. We're not. Oh, it said Shelter. I was waiting for that first move because it would have said it hit itself in confusion. So like once I saw the word Shelter, I knew I broke through the confusion, but I wasn't. Oh, I was expecting it to say Shelter use bubble. Okay. Hold on. If he digs right here, I win the game. Unless I'm speed tied with Onyx. But I don't think he Dragon Breaths, right? Because look, he's not gonna swagger because Shelter's already confused. So it's either dig or Dragon Breath. But if he's really faster, I know Trico lives dig. He's gonna dig. And we win right here, because then if he outspeeds me, comes up. Yep, we win. Let's go, baby. Come on, Brock. Get outplayed. This doesn't do shit, and we kill him with, thankfully he is faster, and we're not speed tied. GG's, scrub. Get out of here, man. Come on, baby. Let's go. We're not doing this again with you, Brock. Get your dumbass snake out of here, man. That has like 100 base speed for some reason. There's no way that thing outspeeds a Trico, bro. You're trolling, Brock. You're trolling. Get the hell out of here, man. Give me that boulder badge. Woo! Damn, man. Sorry if I peeked on the mic, but that fight is ridiculous, man. And look, that's the first gym badge. The next one I lost to Misty, but we're gonna beat her obviously this time. I know her team, but like, how am I actually gonna win this game? How do people play Nuzlocks? I'm confused. Thank you, by the way, for the GGs. Whew! Alright, I did lose the rat, but I think that was it, right? Yeah. Bro, they have like, Brock and Misty have the trolliest movesets of all time. Just wait until you see the Seadra and the Love Disc that Misty has. It's stupid. And she does still have a Starmie. That was her ace and why the level cap is 23. Okay, so real quick, Lord Watata, we're gonna replace that in a minute. The level cap for Misty is 23. However, the website I was looking stuff up at says that like all the rival fights against Gary and even the few times you fight Giovanni before the gym, those do count and have a level cap as well. So I'm gonna change it to 21 because that's where Gary Smoochum was at for the next fight on the Nugget Bridge. So technically that is our next hurdle. And then it'll be Misty at 23. So I'll hit a couple rare candies after that. Alright, we gotta deposit the rat. You know. Unfortunate because I like Raticate, but it was just runaway. It wasn't Guts. Had it been Guts, I probably don't even bring it to that fight and I bring a different sack. But we got 4 birds to choose from here in the box. Oh yeah, not here. It goes in the graveyard with Swablu. 2 Swablus. I don't know how that works. Again, but I think I'm right. I don't even need to pull something out, to be honest. I will later if I have to, but... Oh yeah, I'm holding B to run, but I still don't have the running shoes. Okay, before I get the running shoes, I want to talk about something, though. In Mount Moon, I'm going to buy a couple repels, and this is going to come into play based off of what I saw last time. Let me get 4 of them. I'll spend the rest on Pokeballs. So, in that in-between floor of Mount Moon, I guess technically Mount Moon has 3 floors. Like the first floor and the third floor are huge. But I guess that those tiny little like in-between floors, that counts as floor 2. And I found a freaking Bagon in there last time, but I already caught a Zubat on floor 1. So my plan this time around, let me explain it while I'm getting the running shoes here. My plan this time around is to repel, you know, so I don't get an encounter on the first floor. And then I'm gonna try to get a freaking Bagon. That would be cracked if we can get one, but again, it's probably has like low odds and maybe I just got lucky seeing one, but at least I don't even think it's probably not possible on floor 2. You know what? There was a bunch of bug catchers here, so let me take a Torchic like I did last time. Oh, dude, Brock is such a troll. I'm so glad we only lost 1 Mon there. That could have been really annoying. There's a lot of bug catchers, but instead of Torchic, I could also take one of these birds. Nah, let's go ahead and get Combuskin. I'm gonna rare candy everybody up to 16 right now, and then keep it pushing. Because at least once these three starters evolve, it'll make them a lot stronger for just beating up the regular NPCs on the route. So let's go ahead and put everybody to 16. That way we get the 3 Evos here. I don't need Bide. And then that way, you know, we can go with Combuskin and just kind of one-shot all of these bug catchers. Additionally, Marshtomp learns Mud Shot right when it evolves, so then we actually have a decent ground attack here. Okay. I can't throw my voice too early because this is going to be like a 10-hour stream today, and it's only hour number 1, but we got a long way to go here. But again, this Brock and Misty fight it's going to make me turn up. I can't help it. Because of what happened the first time I fought both of them. Honestly, I might need to resort to accuracy drops and mud slaps. So I'm going to go ahead and just toss Growl. Just like the same thing I did last time. Okay, and then that's good for you. And then Trico also hit 16 and evolve right here. I think I get Pursuit, right? Yeah. That's not bad. Pursuit is a physical attack in later gens. But by the way, I don't need Pound and Quick Attack because they're both 40 base power. So we'll get rid of Pound for Pursuit. But in going back to Pursuit, in this game it's actually a special attack because it's all Dark types moves are. So it works good on Trico because it is, at the end of the day, it's better. Well, in Gen 3 it was better as a special attacker. But in later gens, all of Trico's moves like Thunder Punch, Leaf Blade, they're all physical, acrobatics. And it does get Swords Dance too, so in later gens, I've always used Sceptile as a physical attacker. Fury Cutter's ass, don't want that. Okay. Shelter, this is dope. We actually got through it with Shelter and Bellsprout. We lost them both last time. Although, I'm gonna need to find a Water Stone to get Cloyster. I wonder how that works for Nuzlocke. Could I just go fish for more shelters? Because I don't even have to catch them. I could just use like Thief or something. Which I did find. I found Thief in Mount Moon. So that's interesting. I might try to find a water stone that way. We'll see. We'll see. I'm getting ahead of myself though. We don't need that yet. Ellie Kid, by the way, before I lost it against Gary on the Nugget Bridge, Ellie Kid did learn Thunder Punch. I forget what level. It might have been like 18 or 19, but we're gonna get access to Thunder Punch pretty early here, and that got me excited for the Misty fight. I was like, dude, I'm gonna dominate Misty with. By the way, I'm gonna add Combuskin and switch the other guys that evolved up here in a minute, but Thunder Punch had me feeling good going into the Misty fight, but of course we never made it to Misty with Ellie Kid, so. It made that fight a hell of a lot harder. Basically, all I had was Grovyle, right? Because Bellsprout and Ellie Kid both died. And we still took Misty to the end. But just couldn't beat her her Magical Leaf Metronome Togetic. That was ridiculous. Alright, while Torchic's evolving, let me update Grovyle and Marshtomp here. Wait, what's he trying to learn? Peck? Why would I even want this for like fighting types? Sure, it's more useful than Growl. Why not? Alright. Mudkip I'm going to change right now to Marsh Stomp. Okay. Trico to Grovyle. And then I'll just add the other guy straight up as Combuskin. Which should be right here where Rattata was. Where's Combuskin? Right there. Okay. Not bad. Do I get double kick too? Right? Yeah. Okay. Way better. I guess I'll probably just get rid of Focus Energy. Never really going to use that and hope for crits. Torchic? What about Torchic? Let's see. So what do we got for the movesets here? That's not bad. Oh, Sleep Powder. Okay, but yeah, he got Sleep Powder. I wasn't even really paying attention. Let's put Mud Shot down there and then Water Gun up here. Actually, Mud Slap I'll probably click less. I think I'd use Mud Shot more. Okay. Let's keep it pushing. Ellie Kid can go in front to fight the chick with the Pidgeys real quick. And then there's like 3 bug catchers that are blocking the way. Actually, you know what? I don't need to fight these trainers now. I'm gonna do just the required ones. Because again, we're just trying to speedrun this up until the Misty fight again. So we'll beat up all 3 of these bug catchers. I probably will jump down the ledge and grab that berry again, because I forget what berry it was. And then the encounter last time on this route was a Vulpix, so we'll see what we get this time around. But actually, let me just put Ember up top. Combuskin's going to destroy all of these bug catchers here. Okay. But yeah, they do have fully evolved bugs. It's kind of funny. There's like a Beautifly, a Beedrill, and a Butterfree that we have to fight here. Forgot about Confusion, but I know I could tank it because it's not stab. Yeah, that didn't do shit. Bro, I'm not even. If I hit myself in Confusion and Butterfree crits, what's it called? I literally die right there. So we're going Ellie Kid. I mean, there ain't no way I'm dealing with that. No. Did Drayano turn up the like the secondary effect for hacks in this game, like the odds of getting it? Because, bro, the Dragon Breath paralysis is just insane. It's only 30%. These guys are getting it every time. Oh man, it's just funny. It's a little sus, you know. Like, of course, hacks happens in Pokemon. You gotta deal with it and fight your way through it. But I just feel like it's a little sus here. Oh, we have to fight this guy too. That's okay. I still want the berry. We have to fight the guy that's like below the berry. All right, Greg. What do you got here? Misty's gonna be tough. I already know. I feel like I got kind of lucky. I mean, we did. I think I did get confused by Water Pulse. I called that too. Her Starmie has Water Pulse, of course. But I threw a Persim Berry on Grovyle because I just knew it was going to happen. And the very first time in that fight where Starmie clicked Water Pulse, it got the confusion. And again, that's 30%, just like Dragon Breath's paralysis. So this game is sus, bro. It is. It's already going to be hard enough without getting hacks like that, but that's okay, man. Hey, that's what makes it entertaining for the people, right? You know, it sucks for me, but it's funny for everybody else. So I got to deal with it and just keep it pushing forward. That's all you can do. Dude, if I can get a bag on in Mount Moon, that would be insane. Hopefully this thing doesn't have Air Slash, but I doubt it. Okay, it doesn't even live Ember anyway. I probably shouldn't stay in on all these flying types, but I don't care. I don't really have big plans for Combuskin, but I do for Swampert and Grovyle, at least to get past Misty. Swampert for Surge. Alright, let's grab this. Okay, it's just an orange berry. Should I switch up my lead? Because I don't really want Combuskin to get killed there. I don't remember what this guy has. But then we'll put Combuskin back in front for the last bug catcher guy. Oh, okay, he has a Spearow. Kind of annoying because I can't use my most powerful ground attack, but 2 water guns probably do the trick. Okay. Easy money. I'd also be happy with a Geodude. I mean, at the end of the day, like, Zubat is not bad. If that's what we end up finding in Mount Moon, that's okay. But obviously, Geodude, right? The only Pokemon in existence with dude in its name, so I wouldn't be mad about that. And, but dude, if I could find a Bagon in there, that would be cracked. Alright, let's fight this last bug catcher, and then that chick down there, we'll try to avoid her, but all she has is like a Jigglypuff, right? So we can double kick it too. It's not a big deal. This guy's got the Surskit, of course. Something that's neutral to fire. That's alright, Surskit. Probably still get 2-shot. I mean, definitely gets 2-shot. What am I saying? Yeah, almost gets 1-shot. Okay. What did you have in the back? I think it was something stupid. Like an Incada or something. Yeah. Although, I just thought about something. If I found an Incada in this game, I'm about to look at the Pokedex and see where it is. Would I still be able to use Shedinja? Or is... Because technically that's like 2 Pokemon, right? When you evolve an Incada at level 20 and you have an extra spot in your party, it's like a 2-for-1 special. You get a Shedinja, but Shedinja could potentially be broken in a Nuzlocke. Let me see if this thing's even catchable. We go all the way to the... Oh, the Gen 3 Dex. That didn't work. Oh, National. Okay. That would be interesting. I wonder how Nuzlockers deal with that. Well, first of all, let me see if I can even get an Incada. Oh, it's in Cerulean City. Okay. Well, we're gonna see if we can find it today. Oh, that's right. There was a patch of grass behind the house. The guy that explains what the different gym badges do. There's actually grass back there, so that's where we find Incada, I bet. And I think I looked in the grass last time, but I saw a Pidgey, and then I ended up fishing up there, and I found a Horsey. Okay. Alright, what's our encounter going to be this time around? I was going to try to get past her first, but whatever. Vulpix last time, and Vulpix again. Okay. That's not bad. That's a good Fire-type Pokemon, honestly. We'll scratch it twice and throw a ball at it. Never mind. Only needs 1 scratch. Okay. It's not bad at all, actually. It's not bad at all. Now, I was going to think... So, imagine I do run into a Bagon in Mount Moon. That's probably going to have an insane catch rate. So, I think I might go back to the Pokemon Mart in in Pewter. And max out on Pokeballs right now. Because we might be throwing 20 Pokeballs at Bagon if I find it, right? And I only have 13 now. Yeah. We're going to go back and max out on balls. I pretty much did. I spent all my money, but then we just fought all these trainers. So now I have a little bit of cash. I don't need to backtrack to heal, though, because well, I mean, I guess I could do it while I'm here, but there's also a Pokemon Center in front of Mount Moon. And now there's no more fights. Well, there's one more optional fight, but I'll try to juke her out again. I gotta remember, this is a Nuzlocke, so I gotta, like, max out on Pokeballs. Make sure I'm always stocked up, because again... Well, I can't say this is my first ever Nuzlocke anymore, because it's my second attempt, but... Still, it's basically my first time, you know, full playing a Nuzlocke, so... I'm gonna be making some dumb mistakes, and I'll probably run out of balls at some point. Although not if I think about it. Damn, I can really only get three more. They're only 200 bucks. Oh, I have that pearl from Shelter. I could sell that. Because that doesn't even do anything. Okay, 700. So now I can get 4 more. I guess I'll keep the Sunstone. I don't know what I'd ever need that for, but... Okay. That puts us from 16 to 20. you know, I mean, you already know that pseudo legendaries have a garbage catch rate, and the odds we bump into Bagon are probably slim to none, but there is a chance because I know where it is based on that first trip through there. Turn around. We don't even need to waste time with you. Although I could use the cash, but that's okay. That guy doesn't even fight, and then there's nothing down there, but there is a berry up here. And yes, I know there's a Magikarp here in the Pokemon Center. I don't care. Magikarp is just an awful Pokemon, so I'm not even interested in that. Gyarados sucks too. So we're just gonna keep it pushing. Don't even need that bonus encounter there. Now here's where I'm gonna rip a repel because I also got to make sure I'm high enough level. Yeah, Combustion's 18. There's nothing that's over 18 here. So this will ensure that I can get all the way to this little area, to the stairs here, without an encounter. Now, technically, this counts as the second floor, which is where I found that bag on yesterday. So I'm gonna have to run around till the repel wears off. And I'm gonna guess that Paris is still probably the highest encounter at probably like 30-40%. But again, even if Bagon is like, you know, 10% or whatever, 5%, there's still a chance, man. Odds are we end up with a Paris right now, but let's see. You never know. Give me something cool, man. Come on. Okay. Well, it's something. I was thinking actually, this, like, Slugma's not horrible for a Nuzlocke, right? Because of the typing when it evolves. You gotta remember, like, sure, Rock Fire is weak to a bunch of stuff, but it's also a good pivot mon, and it has Yawn. Okay. I mean, I'll probably box this until I can get it to evolve, because it won't evolve for a while. But, I mean, I could see this coming in handy for the Grass Gym, right? For sure. That's an interesting catch. We'll have to come back to that later. Of course, it's not going to appear versus Misty. There's just no way. But Magcargo could be interesting in a Nuzlocke. It's normally a Pokemon that does suck. But as I was thinking about that encounter right there when we first ran into it, I want to see what else is here, by the way. I was just thinking of all the things like Rock Fire. Sure, it's 4x weak to water and ground. I know. But you got to think of all the stuff that combo resists, too. That's a decent like pivot for this kind of game, I think. Anyway, we'll get more encounters on the way back. We'll go ahead and fight this rocket. I think this was the TM for Thief, right? Oh, that's right. There were Soul Rocks in here. I think I saw that last time. The TM for Thief, I could go try to get Water Stones off of other wild shelter. So that's actually not bad. I mean, it's not super important yet. It's probably something that'll happen later in the game. Okay, both the sun and the moon are in here. Makes sense. Maybe Claydol is too. But actually, it'd probably just be a Baltoy. I'm going to go ahead and fight, bro, just for a little bit of cash. You know, again, these fights are pointless apart from the EVs and cash. But I'm going to need some money to buy potions and all that kind of stuff. Of course, he has a Sandshrew. Honestly, probably just gets 2-shot by Ember, though. So, whatever. Yeah, almost got 1 shot. Okay. So that is an interesting about Magcargo. Damn it. Imagine if we found a freaking Salamence. That would have been insane. Of course, you know, we would have had to keep it in the box for a long time because Salamence doesn't evolve to a high level. As with any other pseudo or even, you know, other dragons. But still, that would have been super sick. And we could have went band for band against Lance clicking Dragonites. I mean, clicking Dragon Dances with his Dragonite. We'll see how much cash we get off this guy. I feel like the rockets would give more than like a regular NPC would. Never mind. Only like 400 bucks. Where are all the trainers that give like $1,000 bucks, man? We need like the rich trainers. Okay, there's Aerons down here too. Interesting. I guess I'll take the defense EVs. I'm assuming that's what this thing would give. It's an easy one-shot, so I might as well. Yeah, I mean, the odds of finding that Bagon again were probably slim to none. I must have got lucky encountering it last time. Alright, we'll use some more repels here. The star piece was actually a good find. I'm not mad about that at all, because we can sell that for a good amount of cash. Let's grab both these items, but I'm gonna avoid fighting Bro here. That's just a waste of time. Bug catchers don't give anything in terms of money. She probably doesn't either. And we definitely do not have enough repels to get through this, but that's okay. At least we'll get about halfway through. What are you looking at, bro? Don't even worry about me. I'm just here to grab the potion. Slide on through. Easy money. Okay. I'm gonna grab that rare candy as if I don't already have 500 of them, but you know how it is. Okay. What does this guy do again? Oh, nothing. Okay. I thought maybe I got something from him last time. So run past this chick. She almost sniped us right there because she turned exactly where I was. And look, at the end of the day, Slugma wasn't a great find, but imagine if I found Paris, right? Paris is just an awful Pokemon. So, I'm down with the Slugma. Of course, getting a pseudo-legendary dragon, you know, obviously better, but that's okay. Alright, so the TM for Thief must be, that's what this is. Yeah. So that'll definitely come in handy later when we try to steal some items. But that's something like I'll look up in between episodes. Because I don't need to get the Waterstone today for Shelter. Go ahead and fight this guy, grab the hidden item, and then we'll head towards the exit here. I think I only have that one repel left, so it's still not going to get us to the end. Cacnea, okay. Probably just, yeah, it should definitely get one shot by an Ember. I was thinking it wouldn't have, but then I looked at the level difference between 19 and 12. I was like, yeah, it definitely will. He's got an Ekans with the Intimidate, but that's okay. We're quick and Ember. Easy two-shot. Okay. Only 350 again. These guys are poor as hell. The Team Rocket grunts. Where the cash at, man? Alright, we don't need to fight Bro over here with his army of Rattatas. Ain't no way. Although, well, Combuskin could OHKO them all with double kick, but at the end of the day, like, he's probably gonna give me 200 bucks. Well, that's a waste of time. There's a Geodude. I'm probably just gonna hit this last repel right now. It'll at least get me like halfway through the last floor. I probably should have bought more, but I just wanted to max out on Pokeballs. Running around the stairs there was not ideal either. I wasted like 3 steps of the repel. Whatever. Okay. What do we got up here again? Oh, Revive. It's kind of funny. I can't even use Revives in this game. Actually, right? Yeah, that's completely pointless. Try to juke this guy out, too. That's it? That's as far as... That was 100 steps for the repel? Damn. Yeah, wait, Revives are actually pointless in this game, huh? The more I think about that, because if a Pokemon dies, they gotta go in the box. Because I was thinking, like, what if you get KO'd to a wild Pokemon? Like, it's the same thing. They still have to go to the box, right? You can't use a Revive on them. So any Revives I find, if I remember, I just gotta sell them. Which I have to go sell that star piece that I found in here, so then... Hopefully I remember when I sell that to just sell the Revive with it, but... Alright, 2 more idiots to fight here before we leave, and then we're out. Now, I don't know, by the way, the level cap you see next to my shoulder there is 21, which Combusken's about to be there. So I'll probably put Marsh Stomp in front for the next fight. That way I can still use Combusken against Gary. Because he does, remember, he has the Smooch him. I'm about to kick it in the face twice with Combusken. Get rid of it. Assuming I could tank a Psychic, but... Speaking of kicking things in the face... What was I talking about? Oh, so right outside here there is the tutors, of course, for Mega Punch and Mega Kick, which Combusken can utilize those. But again, this thing is timid nature, so I might save those for when I find like a stronger normal type at some point. Let's grab this free Moonstone. I always remember that thing's in there from when I was a kid. That way you can get yourself a Clefable and a Nidoking before getting to Misty. Although, of course, Nidoking doesn't help against Misty, but it does against Surge. You always got to make sure you grab both the Moonstones in here. What did I say? Oh, Marsh Stomp. Let me hit a couple rare candies real quick. Just put them at 18. Oh no, they're all the way up top here. He's trying to learn Bite again for the second time. Nah, bruh. Alright, that's probably good enough to beat this guy. Although I bet you he's probably got a coughing. I don't remember what he had last time, but I'm leading with Marsh Stomp to spam Mudshot, but I feel like this guy does have a coughing, at least somewhere on his team. Okay, nice. Scrymer first. So we still have a lot of encounters before Misty. I didn't even take them all last time because as soon as Ellie-Kid got KO'd by Gary, I was so mad that I like in my head I knew the run was pretty much screwed. Although with that being said, like obviously it wasn't. I still could have beaten Misty without Ellie-Kid, but you know, you got to think about, for the sake of the people that watch this in the future on YouTube, like, you know, there's zero aura to this playlist if I lose my starter after one gym badge. Wow, I don't know why I clicked Mudshot again. I wasn't even paying attention. You know what I mean? Like, there's no sauce to this playlist if you lose your starter that quickly in a playthrough. That's just terrible. So like, sure, I could have locked in and acquired a better team and beat Misty, but I honestly I didn't even want to. I was like, dude, this playthrough sucks now that I lost my starter before it even turned into an Electabuzz. It just, I don't know. Like, as soon as it happened, I was like, okay, I'm about to just start over. But, you know, I still went in there and fought Misty. Like, hey, you know, if we beat Misty, which I knew was going to be hard, but I was like, sure, I'll keep it pushing. But again, in the back of my mind, even without saying it, I was like, dude, I just want to reset and have this Ellie-Kid again. Because we got to at least see this thing become an Electabuzz. But again, like I've been saying, at the end of the day... Oh, let me grab the free Great Ball, too, in the corner. Of course, I want to keep Electabuzz all the way through the playthrough. I don't think I'm going to utilize Mega Punch or Mega Kick yet. And this is a Raspberry, right? Yeah, completely pointless. You only be using Raspberries in Pokemon Go, man. You don't be using them in this game. This chick also does fight. I might as well take her cash. Yeah, sure, we'll do it with Marsh Stomp. Why not? I don't remember what she had. She might have an Oddish or something. But I'll switch out if she does. A Paris. That's just as annoying, actually. Yeah, no. I have to switch out. I was kind of tempted to like try to 3-shot it with Mud. Well, I was thinking like would Mudshot 2-shot, but I don't think it does. If it did, then it's the same amount of turns as just staying in and going for it versus switching out and then attacking. But honestly, because of the resistance, I don't even think Mudshot would have been a 2-hit. It probably would have taken 3. It's quicker to do this. Alright, she got the Pidgeotto. Not ideal, but I bet you I could 2-shot with Ember. Nice. No, I'm going to miss. Burn it. Okay. Let's just go Ellie-Kid to KO it with Thundershock. It's going to be nice, too, because I'm pretty sure by 21, this guy got Thunder Punch. So we'll be able to have that against the Gary fight. Actually, I know it does because I used Thunder Punch last time. No, I didn't. I might have actually Karate Chop Smoochum. Just because Karate Chop is physical damage and Smoochum has awful Fizz Dev. Like Thunder Punch is stab, right, and stronger. But because of the difference between special defense and physical defense on Smoochum, I felt like Karate Chop would have done more. I wanted to see if it was a 2-shot, but it wasn't. But I clicked it once, and then Smoochum clicked Ice Punch and just destroyed my Ellie Kid. Because of the naive nature. And here we are again, in the same situation with a naive nature Ellie Kid. But now I know. So we're going to switch out, and we're going to go right into Combuskin on that Ice Punch. Alright, we get a little bit of spending money now. What did I find down here last time? I genuinely don't remember, but let's go ahead and just grab another encounter while I'm here. What was it? Oh, it was at Ekans. It was at Ekans. We find a Pikachu. Nice. Whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, at least this thing has static, and it will help against Misty. So I'm not mad. Actually, I don't know if it's gonna have static, but it might. Confirmed. Now the other question is, where the heck do I get a Thunderstone before Misty? I don't think I can. So that's kind of whatever. We'll take the Pikachu for now. I mean, Raichu's a cool mon, don't get me wrong. But Pikachu's ass, it just gets one shot by everything. But I will bring this to Misty. We'll get some mileage out of it. It's better than, obviously, Combuskin and Shelter, so. First things first, we got to get past Gary. And then we'll see what the squad's looking like. We could fight Misty early. Or we could go all the way up and see Bill before doing it, which I didn't do last time. To get more encounters. But that's fine. Pikachu's good. Not really, but you know what I mean. Alternatively, if you didn't want to go in the grass, you can get a fishing encounter here for Route 4. And same thing goes for up here. I'm going to try to find an Incada in that grass off rip, but you can also get a fishing encounter for Cerulean City like this. Which honestly I was thinking about doing, but now that there's a chance for an Incada in this grass. Now, last time I found a Pidgey, and then I was like, no, let me just fish instead, and I found a Horsey. But if I get a Pidgey again, I can re-roll for Dupe's Claws. Let me throw Shelter out here because I can lick stuff to paralyze it. Make the catch rate a little bit easier. So let's see if we can randomly find an Incada. And then I'll have to look up, like, what people think about oh. Are you shitting me? The double Pikachus? Bruh. Okay, well, I don't have to look up about what are the rules with Shedinja now in a Nuzlocke, but nice, we paralyze it back. Perfect. Wait a minute, how does that work for duplicate claws though? Because if I evolve this into a Pikachu, no, it's still a different capture though. Again, lack of experience with Nuzlocke, I don't know how this works. But wouldn't technically having 2 Pikachus be illegal? So I can't even evolve this. I didn't actually look up what does duplicates claws entail fully. I assumed in terms of catching. But theoretically, if I was to evolve this into a Pikachu, that would give me 2 Pikachus against Misty. I consider that to be illegal. I don't know what people's thoughts are in a Nuzlocke about that, but damn it, bro. Why did we have to find that instead of an Incada? Okay, well, I mean, it is what it is, but I'm not going to evolve that. I'm not going to evolve it until the Pikachu that I have gets KO'd or evolves into a Raichu. That's the rule I'm going to make up on the fly here. I don't know. That's my thoughts. Well, I mean, I could still bring Pichu to the fight if I want to, but I just can't evolve it into a Pikachu. This has a freaking light ball? What about the Pikachu? Okay. All things considered, that's not a bad capture. Let me check the natures on the rest of these guys. Actually, Vulpix too. Vulpix has a Firestone. Okay. If I could find a Growlithe. I mean, obviously it works for Vulpix too, but I'd rather have an Arcanine. Okay. Yeah, Pidgey doesn't have an item, of course, so I'll take the Firestone off this. A Serious Nature Hoot, who cares? Hasty Swablu's kind of whatever. Altaria's not a very good Pokemon either. Rash Nature Slugma, that's not bad. With Magma Armor. A Naughty Pikachu and a Brave Pichu. Those are both just awful. Because they both boost the physical attack stat. But having a Light Ball on Pikachu is not bad. With Static. Oh yeah, they both have... Huh. Interesting. Let me go ahead and add this to the squad and put it at 21. Along with... Well, you know what? I'm actually probably going to catch something else. But I'm not going to bring... who's still in the squad that I don't want here? Oh, Combusken. I'm not going to bring Combusken to the fight. Let's go ahead and grab this Pikachu sprite first, though. And then at some point, I will swap Combusken for somebody else here. And we might go in with a full team of, like, either Grass and Electric types versus Misty. It's kind of funny. Although I will need some... Well, I guess the Electric types can deal with her Togetic. Okay, there's Pikachu for now. So I'm going to hit everybody to 21 real quick. And then fight Gary. I mean, I could go fight Misty first. I don't have to do Nugget Bridge and Gary and all that. But actually, before I get all the way there, I'm gonna go beat the other trainers in Misty's gym. I'm not double teaming. That's some cheap shit. I'm gonna beat the trainers in Misty's gym just to at least clear the path, so I don't accidentally violate the level cap. You know, after going up. Actually, you know what? I can't even really get all the way to Bill's house. Somebody would get over 23. Not necessarily, but potentially, right? When do I get Thunder Punch? Is it right now? Yeah. Interesting. I guess it's just better than Thunder Shock in every way. There's no point. I'm gonna have to think about this. Maybe I put everybody at like 19, 20 for Gary. I don't need to go all the way to 21. His team wasn't that good. Plus, after doing Nugget Bridge, I mean, I could swap the team up, right? I can bring like Pidgey and stuff like that. I might switch it up though. Where am I at? Like an hour 50 in the recording. I might switch it up and go all the way to Bill this time, though, because I can get, like, 4 more encounters that way. Although, I mean, this team as is good enough to beat Misty, assuming I don't lose anybody. Combusken will get swapped for whoever. Last time I found a Swellow up above, what's it called, the Nugget Bridge. And this is cool. I didn't have Bellsprout last time, so now I can poison and put stuff to sleep. This might be cracked, especially when it becomes a Weeping Bell, so it can actually take a hit, too. Again, I don't know what level that happens, but I'm gonna guess that it happens. I think it's 21. But I feel like it should happen before 23. I'm gonna put this thing all the way at 21, because I'm not even gonna use it against Gary anyway, so it won't grow a level. Stun Spore, we'll take it. We'll take all 3 of these 75% accurate status conditions, and then just have Vine Whip. Let me put it to 21 and see if that's when it evolves. I kind of want to say that is. Because, I mean, back in the day, I used to use Oddish, the Oddish line, a lot more than I used Bellsprout, but I feel like they're both the same at 21. And then they need a Leaf Stone. Yeah, okay. So at least this thing will have, you know, much better defenses than it did as a Bellsprout. I mean, not much better, but every little bit helps. You know? So that's not bad at all. Then we just need to find the Mega Stone and we're chilling. Just kidding. Okay. Let me see what them stats are looking like now. It's actually pretty good offensive stats, I'm not gonna lie. And of course it still has chlorophyll. Alright. Ellie Kid, get up there and let's go Thunder Punch everything in Misty's gym real quick. Just to clear the path. And then we'll go deal with Gary's dumbass again. I still think I'm gonna do this. Well, I'm definitely gonna fight Gary, because I gotta do that before the gym anyway, based in like order, right? Because you don't have to. You can fight him after, but I'd rather fight him now, and then increase the level cap to 23. But I'm still right now in my head thinking about, do I want to go all the way up to Bill right now? There would be like 3 more encounters if I decide to do that. In addition to, well, it's only 2 more encounters, but I say 3 because there was a free gift, Cyndaquil, normally where you get Charmander up above the bridge there. Now, you know, of course, Cyndaquil is not going to help in this gym, but that does mean that somewhere, it's got to be somewhere, based on the first, you know, trio of Gen 3 starters I got, because I get a Cyndaquil here above Nugget Bridge, that means somewhere around here there has to be, I don't know for sure, but there has to be a Chikorita and a Totodile. Can I even two-shot this with Thunder Punch? I don't even know if I do. Corsola is kind of bulky. Okay. JK, we get the crit. See ya. So, with that being the case, like, obviously, what I'm thinking about right now is trying to find Chikorita to replace Combuskin. Well, it would be Bayleaf, but I'd have to evolve it into Bayleaf, but I could obviously do that. And that's probably who I would use against Misty, like that. If you look at the team above my head and just think about swapping out Bayleaf for Combuskin. Alternatively, I could leave Marsh Stomp behind. Like, if I find another Swallow up above Nugget Bridge, I'll probably take that just because of the speed. So, I don't know. Now, there's a character, like, on the other side of Misty's gym behind the fence there that you can't get to unless you go through the house and deal with the Team Rocket guy that gives you dig, right? But I feel like this NPC up there, I guess you can get a better look if I go over here. I'm guessing that's going to have either Chikorita or Totodile. And there's probably another one somewhere around the city, maybe down by the daycare that would give you the third one. I'm thinking this sus character right here. Now, we can't get through this house until we go all the way to Bill, so that's why I wasn't able to get through here last time. But that's what kind of makes me want to go to Bill this time around. So let's go ahead and top off here at 21, although I don't have to beat Gary. Let's just put everybody at 20. I mean, Weeping Bell's at 21, but it's fine. It's not even gonna see the field anyway. Why did I just say yes to trying to learn Foresight? I don't know. I was only like half paying attention. Alright, Pikachu at 20. Let's go ahead and beat this idiot again. Now his team here, well, Slam's awful, but I'll take it. Over what, Tackle? Actually, that moveset's not bad. I don't even want Slam, it's gonna miss. I think his team was like Golbat, Abra, Smoochum, and I think he had a 4th one too. But his Abra, well, it only attacked once, but all it had was Teleport. I wouldn't be surprised if it had Hidden Power or Psybeam, because this is like a difficulty hack. With that being said, though, if it had that, it probably would not have clicked Teleport. Well, let's go ahead and fight him again. You're not killing my Ellie Kid this time, jackass. I'll tell you that right now. I'm going to switch it out when you bring out Smoochum. And I'm going to go right into Combuskin. And if Combuskin dies to a Psychic attack, it is what it is. Okay, so it was Golbat. I couldn't remember if he evolved it or not. Last time, I think I was a little under-leveled for the fight, too. So Thunder Punch, okay, it still doesn't kill. I get a para, though, which is kind of funny. And he gets full para'd. Okay. Well, we're cheesing Gary here, but, you know, that's what he gets for getting rid of my Ellie Kid last time. But I didn't even think about the level cap for this fight. Like, I didn't think about that was even a thing. So I kind of came in here like at level 18. I was a little under-leveled. Alright. This thing should just have teleport, but I mean, even if it's an actual attack, he's not going to Oko me with anything. Yeah. Okay. I feel like that should definitely have hidden power. Like, just a random hidden power. That would have made it more threatening. Here's the smooch. We're not doing this again, man. We're going right to Combuskin. Although Combuskin's Ember wouldn't hit as hard as Marshstomp's Mud Shot. Marshstomp is neutral to Ice Punch. At least Combuskin resists. But then it's going to have some kind of psychic coverage too. Holy shit. Actually, Combuskin dies to any psychic attack from here. But you know what? That's okay. So, how do I hit it the hardest? Ember or double kick? I'm not in blaze range yet. So double kick is 60. Again, but it's only neutral though. Ember is super effective. And the attacks are equal. I still think double kick does more because Smoochum just has terrible Fizz Def. But it's not going to be enough to kill, and I'm not in blaze range, so I'm not clicking Ember. Oh, you outspeed me, okay. Well, I die to that. It's whatever. Okay, so Marshstomp can take a hit, and I can lower the speed with Mud Shot, so that's not bad. Why is this Smoochum so damn strong, bro? And you look at that shit. It does half. That's crazy. Speaking of doing half, that also does half, but I don't even outspeed you. Great. Citrus right back to full. Okay. Almost. Well, we're probably going to lose Pikachu here then, which is okay. This one doesn't have the light ball anyway. It's the other one that does. Damn, man. Well, maybe I can get a static on this thing. I'm not. There's no way I'm losing Marshstomp to this stupid ass thing. No way. But it looks like it can two-shot everything on my team. Holy shit. No static. Okay. Did I mess up again? Ellie Kid can take a hit, but I don't think Marshstomp can. I mean, the first one did 31. So maybe, if it low rolled, but he would kill Weeping Bell and Grovyle. Holy shit, I think I messed up again. Although, Ellie Kid should be faster, right? Because I did lower the speed. Marshstomp has 33 Spadef. So Ice Punch would do a little bit more to Ellie Kid, but it wouldn't one-shot. But I also don't one-shot it with, I mean, I don't even two-shot it with Thunder Punch. I have Pursuit on Grovyle. I mean, is my best option to try to put this thing to sleep? I don't think I live a hit. I don't. Actually, I get O-code by that. Oh, I messed up again, dude. I shouldn't have went hard Combuskin. I should have just tried to, like... Because I could have two-shotted it with double kick. Wait, do I actually get swept? Grovyle's Pursuit isn't going to do shit. Is my only saving grace to go Weeping Bell to try to put it to sleep? But I wouldn't even be able to kill it by the time it woke up. I don't even see an out, actually. Would Weeping Bell be faster, though, because it is at -1 speed? I think I am. Question is, do I risk a Stun Spore or Sleep Powder? I like Stun Spore better because it stays, you know. Oh, you know what? Doesn't this thing also get Insomnia? I might not even be able to put it to sleep. I think it might actually have Insomnia. So I would definitely click Stun Spore. But even if I click Sleep and it does go to sleep, I know I'd get unlucky and it would wake up quickly. So that's why I would lean towards Stun Spore. Oh, I might be cooked. Because, okay, here's the thought process, right? If I miss Stun Spore, I get O-Code, and then Ellie Kid Ellie Kid would outspeed, but I don't even think I two-shot with Thunder Punch. I don't. I mean, maybe. I would be faster because of the speed drop that Marshtomp got. Although, could Marshtomp outspeed? There's no way, right? 29? Hell no. Because this thing would have had to have... Well, it would have had to have like 45 speed, right? 44. I bet you the Smoochum has like 50 speed, so after the speed drop, it still has like 32. Something like that. 33. And it did 31 damage with Ice Punch. It did just over half. That'd be really tough to lose Marshtomp here. Oh, because I'm Rash Nature. I also didn't even hit level cap because I was like, I don't need to, you know? I mean, I put everybody at 20, 21. It's only one level difference. But it might end up making the difference. Like the run... There's no way I lose to this idiot. Grovyle gets one shot, right? Yeah, because it's Rash, 100%. Oh, I messed up so bad, man. Okay, other options, right? So if he would have got paralyzed by Pikachu, this would have been a lot easier. But here's another option. I go to Ellie Kid to Thunder Punch. If it does more than half, I just kill it. GG's. But if it does less than half, I have to switch out to Weeping Bell to sack that. And then I can go back to Ellie Kid, but it doesn't matter. I'd still have to do... It wouldn't even matter. Hold on. Dude, there's no way I lose to this guy again. No way. Well, I didn't lose to him last time, but... You know what I mean. I don't want to lose Ellie Kid here again. So I go Ellie Kid at Thunder Punch, assuming it does less than half, which I can almost guarantee that it does. I take over half from an Ice Punch, so that would force me to switch into Weeping Bell, sack it, and then what, right? Because if I go to Marshtomp and assuming I get outsped, I die to Ice Punch. Ellie Kid could go for another Thunder Punch, but then die. So I'm trying to see, like, who else do I sack? So I could go Ellie Kid, Thunder Punch, switch and sack Weeping Bell, Grovyle to chip it under half, but then Grovyle gets one shot, and then Ellie Kid comes back to clean it up, and all I do is get out of here with Ellie Kid and Marshtomp. I lose both my grass types for Misty. I mean, besides that, I don't even see another play here. The other play would be to go Weeping Bell. Hopefully I hit a 75% accurate paralysis and hope he gets full para'd at least on that turn so Weeping Bell can go for Razor Leaf, or on the turn where I go Ellie Kid to Thunder Punch it. Because if I can get a para, I also get out of it. But you got to think about what happens if that doesn't work, right? If I go Weeping Bell and I miss the Stun Spore, which that's assuming Weeping Bell even outspeeds it, but I'm pretty sure it does. If I miss Stun Spore and Weeping Bell gets one shot without doing anything, then I go Ellie Kid, Thunder Punch. But then I'd have to sack somebody, and then Grovyle would still chip it to under half, and then Ellie Kid would be the only one that comes out of this battle alive. If I missed the Stun Spore. I don't think I'm willing to roll the dice on that 75 accurate, because dude, that's a sketchy play. The risk reward is just not there, because if I don't hit it, I only survive this battle with just Ellie Kid. If I do hit it, I probably survive the battle with 3 out of the 4. But if I don't, it's only 1 out of the 4. And if I don't, I still only come out of here with 2 out of the 4. Oh, this sucks, man. If only I could have put Marshtomp to 21, I probably lived 2 Ice Punches. I think I'm just going to go Ellie Kid and Thunder Punch it. But there's just no way this does half. No way. Maybe. But I know I'm faster because it's at -1 speed thanks to Marshtomp. I get a crit. Wow. Okay. But still, I still get 2 shots, so it doesn't matter. At least I don't get frozen. But we know that's crit damage. That's really bad. Maybe Grovyle can kill with Pursuit, but I don't think so. Well, okay, here's the thing, because Grovyle can outspeed and chip it, and then Elekid can finish it. I don't want to lose Grovyle, I also don't want to lose Weeping Bell, but I have no other choice. Maybe Weeping Bell doesn't get one shot and maybe he outspeeds. Maybe. Powder Snow. Why'd you not use Ice Punch? That's weird. Do I live that? I do. There's no point in going for Stun Spore. I mean, there is, but if I go first and get this whip off, which I think I do, yeah. Now I can come back and kill it with Thunder Punch. I don't know why he didn't go Ice Punch there, because that would have OHKO'd Weeping Bell for sure. So now we just revenge. And now we can save Grovyle because of this. That's not bad at all. Okay. Well, he's still got one more in the back, but I feel like it was something dumb. Holy shit, Gary. Pissing me off, man. What are you doing with this Smoochum? It's not even a Jinx yet, and it's shitting on my team. That's a Snubble. I gotta be careful I don't die here. I don't even know what this thing has. I mean, I can drain health back with Absorb, so let's at least do this. Snubble's not that threatening. What if it has a track, though, because okay, it has Bite. It might have a track, and I got 3 guys left on the team. Okay, we 4-hit KO it, though. Guys, okay, I think we're good. Dude, that freaking Smoochum, man. What the heck? No shot right now. I don't even care if I get parried. I'm still gonna get out of here alive. But I lost half my team to Gary, and it's not even a Jinx. It's just a Smoochum, man. No way. There's the para, but I don't even think he has a potion, so I'll just go quick attack. Nice. Okay, he doesn't have potions. Dude. That Weeping Bell could have actually been... I don't care about Combuskin or Pikachu, but... Weeping Bell could have been sick against Misty. That was a good resource. God, dude. Okay, whatever. We still got the 3 most important mons, so it is what it is. Shut the fuck up, Gary. I don't care what you have to say about Bill, man. Get out of here. Hey, you better get rolling, bud. Of course, he's gonna give me like the Versus Seeker or something. Even more pointless. The Fame Checker. I don't think I've ever actually used that like in a FireRed Leaf Green playthrough. Dude, that crit was super lucky. That changed everything with Elekid's crit. Oh my goodness, man. What the heck? Weeping Bell. I still had a Bellsprout that whole time too, didn't I? What an idiot. Okay, well I'll swap out the sprites in a second. Let me just deposit him real quick. I forgot to update it to Weeping Bell. I got too excited to get in there and just beat Gary's ass that I forgot about that. Whoops. Well, okay. It is what it is. Those were the 3, right? Yeah. Alright, well, we beat Gary, so I can change level cap to 23, and then I'll change sprites here in a sec. Oh, brother. This game is funny, man. Combuskin really would have helped against Erica, for sure. So now for Misty, I guess I'll bring the Pichu. I don't have high expectations for it, but we'll take it with us. I still get more encounters, though, so let's hold off on these guys for now. Although, you know what? I'm going to have to level them up at some point. Well, let's take Pidgey. I'm going to evolve it into Pidgeotto. And maybe Hoot Hoot evolves by then. Like, eventually I'm going to have to level these guys up anyway. So, like, this rare candy shit is... To me, it's annoying. I'm sure it's annoying to anybody watching it, too. But, you know, leveling up Hoot Hoot to 20 right now is a lot better than trying to put it to level 50 later in the game. Because we're still going to have to do that, but it's going to take a hell of a lot longer. Although, you know what? Maybe I do it offline. Like when I'm not recording. But I want to showcase evolutions on screen. And I also want to showcase when they learn attacks. But I guess, you know, if I go to Hoot Hoot, like in the future I level it from level 20 to 50, I don't really want to sit here and rip 30 rare candies on camera. I mean, I don't care, but I feel like if people would fast forward through it, again, I don't blame you if you want to, but maybe I could just rip like 30 rare candies off camera in between recordings, right? And then come back and say, hey, you know, while I was doing that Hoot Hoot, learn this and learn that kind of thing. But I do want to showcase when all the mons evolve on camera. I probably won't evolve any off. We'll see. I don't know. By the way, I also don't know how to evolve this Pichu. So that's another thing. Now, if I can find Chikorita before this fight, I also probably bring that over Hoot and Pidgey. But, oh, Hypnosis. Interesting. Take that over Foresight. Growl, I could also be annoying with Growl. Wouldn't really help against Misty, but it might help later in the game. I wonder, I feel like when I fight Gary on the SSN in a little bit, he's going to have Jinx at that point. That thing's a freaking problem, man. I got to get a counter to Jinx. What could we find? Dude, Jinx has, with Ice Punch being a special attack, it's giga threatening in this game. All right, here's Hoot evolving. Let me grab these Noctowl and Pidgeotto sprites. So I do got to get the other ones off the screen there. So Combuskin I'll swap out for we'll swap out Combuskin for this Noctowl. And then I'm gonna start jamming rare candies down Pidgey's throat here. Try to get a Pidgeotto, I think is at 18. I'm not even gonna pay attention to the game. I'm looking at OBS trying to find the Noctowl sprite. Cause I don't think Pidgey learns any good moves anyway. But if I overwrite something, that would be kind of dumb. Okay, there's Noctowl. But while I'm doing this, do I have Pichu? Or just Pikachu? I only have Pikachu. Okay. Cause I don't know how to even evolve this thing. So let me download the Pichu sprite in case I can't get a Pikachu. Because I'm definitely going to bring this against Misty for sure. But Pidgeotto will replace Bellsprout. I'm just going to wait because it's one more rare candy anyway. It's whatever. And then, because I mean, I could put Pidgey in here for now, but then I'd be changing it again to Pidgeotto. So we'll just wait. Okay. Where is Pidgeotto? Right here. Okay. Now again, Pidgeotto doesn't get wing attack by this Misty fight, so it's pretty ass only having Gust. But really the only use of bringing Pidgeotto is just for quick attack. If I'm gonna be honest. And its lax nature, which is not ideal against a special attacking gym, but yeah, only having Gust is rough. Let me rip some candies onto Pichu and see if it evolves. But I think I'm just gonna go all the way up to Bill this time, and then open up that room with the rocket there, and try to find Chikorita and get myself a Bayleaf. Because now that I lost Weeping Bell, I'm probably gonna need Bayleaf to get through the fight. Damn, that was annoying because I could have been annoying with Weeping Bell and spread status. Let me put it at 21. But if this, okay, it might not evolve by 23. Oh, geez, man. Well, let's just go up the Nugget Bridge here. Stomp is probably the best to just deal with all these trainers. Except for the bug type ones. I'll put somebody else up there. Okay, the bug guy is first. Let's go with Pidgeotto. Noctowl will even have a flying move. Serious nature, it has Peck with Insomnia. What's up, board? How you doing today? Oh, man. I just had to deal with Gary's dumbass again. He wiped out half my team. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. This is going to be a super long one today. I've been playing this for over 2 hours already. And after we beat Misty, in a few minutes here, I'm going to switch over to Emerald Rogue and try my luck at that again, but we know how that's been going. That's alright. Today we're going to get the job done. So this is going to be a juicer of a... yeah, I hope so. It's going to be a juicer of a stream today, though. I think you missed this, huh? When I was playing it the other day, when we were fighting Misty. She ended up wiping my whole team, so I had to start over this morning. I appreciate you, bro, for real. Honestly, I'm going to need that. But fighting Brock's dumbass like an hour ago, he was still getting lucky as hell again with that Onyx. He ended up only getting 1 KO this time instead of 3. But I just lost 3 Pokemon against Gary right here at Nugget Bridge. Pissing me off, man. Yeah. At least I still have Ellie-Kid, as you can see there on the screen. When I fought Gary last time before doing Misty, I lost my Ellie-Kid against Gary. And so that's probably why I couldn't get past Misty. So I think going in there with Ellie-Kid this time, I feel better about the Misty fight. Although, you know, even without Ellie-Kid, I took her down to the very last Pokemon she had, so I almost beat Misty. But Ellie-Kid has Thunder Punch now at this point, so it's going to be pretty good to bring against Misty here. Alright, let me throw Marstomp back in front. I think I'm going to do something different this time. I'm going to go all the way to Bill, though. I didn't do it last time. I just cleared the Nugget Bridge, and then I fought Misty. Because I was kind of mad after losing Ellie-Kid. I was like, dude, it's already chalked anyway. So I'm going to be on the lookout here for a free Chikorita, because there is a free Cyndaquil at the end of Nugget Bridge. So that means there's got to be a Chikorita. Based on how you get all 3 of the Hoenn starters. I'm not even going to stay on this. There's no point. Let's go to Noctowl. Yeah, and Totodile too, right? I think they both have to be around here somewhere, but I only found Cyndaquil last time before fighting Misty. But again, I didn't even sweep the rest of the route. I didn't go all the way to Bill. So I bet you I find at least one of them, if not both of them, up there. And then using rare candies, we'll be able to have a Bayleaf and a Grovyle. And a Pichu and an Ellie-Kid for Misty. I basically tried to fight Misty last time with just Grovyle. That's all I had left at that point. I had no other electric types or grass types. But I did just lose a Weeping Bell against Gary. That kind of sucked. I'm not happy about that, but... And I lost Combuskin, too, against Gary. It is what it is. When does Ellie-Kid evolve? Actually, I have no idea. But it's not... Well, actually, it could be by 23, because I didn't have it last time against Misty, so... I don't know. I don't know, but the level cap is 23 for Misty. So if Ellie-Kid doesn't evolve by 23, then we're cooked. And welcome to the chat room. Why does OBS? Did I got disconnected? Hopefully my stream didn't crash. But no, I don't think it's because of friendship. No, you're right. Normally that's how they evolve, but I think it's changed in this game if I had to guess. There's no way they're gonna make some level. Yeah, right. Level 30 is also possible. That's probably most likely what it is. But that's okay. Cause yeah. Cause I haven't looked up the level cap for Lieutenant Surge yet. Cause I'm not gonna go that far today. I want to play some Rogue, but maybe the cap for Surge would be 30, so we can get a Electabuzz by that time. You know, not really gonna help anyway, but because it's electric types. Oh, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Pun intended again, because I'm on the Nugget Bridge right now, but But first things first, we got to get past Misty, and then we'll figure out how to get an Electabuzz. Let's get to the SSN. I mean, I could do that today. I kind of think, so here's the thing, right? I'm trying to think for YouTube, what do I do for, this is going to be part 3 in the playlist. And for part 2, so like the thumbnail for part 1, I made outside of Brock's gym. And the thumbnail for part 2 that I posted this morning, I was standing right here next to Misty's gym. So for part 3, I kind of want to be, you know, somewhere else. Maybe we can make a thumbnail over by Bill's house or something, but or I go down to Cerulean City and stand somewhere down there. But I'm always kind of thinking about where do I do thumbnails at. I think this chick just has Nidorans. But I don't know if I want to go all the way. I mean, I could do Surge today. It might not give me enough time to play Rogue, though. I don't know, maybe. I could still do both, but... Again, we got to get past Misty. She might be annoying. Well, she's going to be annoying, but... Let's just hope she doesn't end the run again and I have to start over. But if I do, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Because in these kind of games, when you take an L... You got 2 options, man. You can either fold up like a potato chip bag, and you can run and hide, delete the videos, delete your YouTube channel. That's option 1. Option 2 is you step right back in the batter's box, and you get ready for your next at-bat. And you learn from your mistakes from the first time, and you come back and do it again. So we're going with option B. We're going to step right back in there every time. Even if Misty kicks our ass again, don't worry. I'm going to be back again. I'm gonna keep playing this until I beat it, man. It's, again, with my lack of experience for Nuzlocke, this might take a few attempts, but let's hope not. Get to the SSN, yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking this morning before I turned the game on. I feel like, because you know, you can go outside, like on the top of the boat, towards the front. You can go hang out there, like on the dock. Not on the dock, but I mean on the boat, like the deck of the boat. So I think that'd be a cool shot to like stand there and then take a thumbnail shot. Like I'm standing on the front of the boat, outside, like in those lounge chairs. Yeah. I think that'd be a good spot for the thumbnail. And then we'll just battle Surge at the start of next time, and then like get all the way through Rock Tunnel or something. But that's the plan. We'll see. What did this guy have again? I'm gonna throw Ellie Kid up there because I think he's got like a normal type, or maybe a Mankey, I forget. Now we do still have more encounters. Last time I found a Swallow up here. Maybe I fished this time. We rolled the dice trying to catch a Watermon. Again, not really gonna help against Misty or Surge. But what if I get a Water Absorb Pokemon? Like that could help a lot. That's the only reason I even want to. Guess what, Eevee? I have Swift. Joke's on you. Bad for the next 3 gyms. Water types, yeah. Yeah, but what if it's a Water Absorb Mon? Because I went in the grass last time and I found a Swallow. Like, Swallow is good because it's fast. But it definitely doesn't help against Surge. Although, I guess it would help against... We'll fight this guy with Ellie Kid, too. It would help against Erica. But let me go show you what I have in box 1. I have nothing but bird types. So that's why I don't know if I want another Swallow. Still weak to electric and grass. Yeah, another water type. Yeah, exactly. What if I find a Volt Absorb Chinchou? I don't know. I don't know where Chinchou would be in this game, but... I guess I'd probably go in the grass. Now, the only reason I'm thinking of not going in the grass is because you do get 2 encounters up here, right? There's grass on the left, and then the grass... There's the grass... No, the grass up top is a different route. I think that's Route 24. This is 23. I know, right? There is one difference today, by the way, between the first episode. So, my original Ellie Kid had Static, but this one actually has Volt Absorb. So we also control Lieutenant Surge with this Ellie Kid here. Especially, like, if you think about it, he probably has a Magnemite or Magneton. Because, you know... What would Magnemite or Magneton have? It would have Steel and Electric moves, so I could switch in with Volt Absorb, heal up some HP, and then of course I also hard wall Flash Cannon. Steel is resisted by electric, and we can Karate Chop Magneton to the face, or Magnemite, whatever it is. But yeah, which one is better between Static and Volt Absorb? I feel like Static is better. Let me go beat up this trainer too. And then I'll grab the free Cyndaquil, and then yeah. I think Static's better. Volt Absorb is too niche. It just helps you against one type. But I don't know. I also don't even know how I get to Bill without breaking level cap of 23. Because you have to fight at least like half the trainers there. I gotta be careful. Although I've already beaten the trainers in Misty's gym, so I don't have to worry about fighting them again. So the question is, do we roll the dice here on trying to get another Swellow, or do I fish? Because what if I get a Water Absorbed Poliwhirl? Or Poliwag? That would be kind of sick. Maybe there's Staruse, which would help against Koga. I mean, shit, Starmie is just one of the strongest Pokemon back in the day here. Right, with Bronzong with Heat Proof and Levitate, yeah. So here's the dude right here that gives me the Cyndaquil. Do I even bother to reset for a good nature? I'll do it once, but I don't really like Typhlosion, so I don't really care about using this thing. I will reset for a good Chikorita though, because I need that shit for Misty. Let's grab the Cyndaquil and then oh, I didn't mean to do that. And then I'll go check it out, but this is Route 24, right? Toward 25. So yeah, this is a different route right here. So I can get a Route 25 encounter plus on the left side over there of Nugget Bridge. So we get 2 more Mons before... Of course, this is the guy with the Machop. Thought it was the guy with the Geodudes. So we still get 2 more encounters before Misty. Yeah, that's true. If I get Damp on Poliwag, that's probably what I would get. Playing Cobblemon on stream? I've never even heard of that. What is that? Is that even Pokemon, or is it some other game? I'm down to do whatever, man. We need to get a... Oh, it's Minecraft X Pokemon? Damn, that's intense. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to play it on stream, but I probably would not upload it to YouTube. Just because... Is it more Pokemon-based or more Minecraft-based? Because I feel like I gotta stick to one thing on YouTube until I get enough people that start to show up to my YouTube channel for me, right? No matter what I play. But I feel like that's why I failed with the first YouTube channel, because I was doing too many different things. So it confused YouTube on who to push my videos to, because, you know, a handful of people joined the channel because of Pokemon, a handful because of football stuff, a handful of people for God of War, then some from Elden Ring, right? Ratchet and Clank. I just had way too much stuff going on the channel. Now, with that being said, that's my plans for the future of YouTube. But I can't be doing that kind of stuff until you have a solid base, right? And then people start showing up regardless of what you play. That was a Pecha Berry here. I never even grabbed that last time. So, it's kind of 50-50. Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely down for that. I mean, I could stream it soon too, but I've never even played Minecraft, so I'd be confused as hell. But with that being said, like, you know, it wouldn't be bad to like stream it, and I could just save the videos on my computer for 2 years from now, and then upload them to YouTube, right? They don't have to go up right away. So it's still doable. But until I get, you know, like I said, a solid base on YouTube, I just got to stick to just one thing. So I'm going to do it with just Pokemon. Yeah. I have to. All right. Do we roll the dice with the fishing rod? Let's go up here and get this encounter first. See what it is, and then that might sway my decision. So what do we got here? Although, who else do I want to put in front? I'll go for Noctowl with Hypnosis, but I don't have a Shelter to lick stuff and paralyze it. Alright, our Route 25 encounter is a Ralts. Interesting. That's actually not bad. I'm down with that. With Trace, I would rather have Synchronized than Trace, but you don't get another choice. It's either this or nothing. Please don't crit it. Okay. I'm gonna count that as my only encounter. Shit. I should have used Hypnosis. Yeah, that counts, right? That's it. I mean, I'm gonna count it that way. I didn't even think about freaking Teleport, man. That is unfortunate. Okay, well. Let's try to juke out most of these guys and see if we can get to Bill. Damn it, bro. I think this chick has Nidorans, so we'll go with Marshtomp. Had that been an Abra, I would have thought about Teleport, and I would have tried to put it to sleep. But I forgot that freaking Ralts gets Teleport too. Ugh, that's so annoying. That definitely counts, right? I'm gonna count it. Again, I just looked at the basics rules of a Nuzlocke, right? Because trying to remember all the subtle nuances of the rules would have been way too much for me. So I just want to make sure I cover the basics. I forgot to include duplicate claws the first time, but I remember that on the fly. But I feel like that definitely counts as my encounter, so I'm screwed. Damn, that's unfortunate. That would have been a sick catch. This is unavoidable, right? Yeah, I don't think I can juke this guy out. Let me at least get all the berries up here, though. It's not bad. Okay, okay. Thank you for confirming. I was going to go with it anyway and not give myself another encounter, but I would have considered another counter if you said the opposite. But I feel like that's what most people would do. You know, without knowing how people do it, that would have been my guess. Makuhita? Oh, hell no. Yeah, that's true. There is a bunch of dark types in here. Speaking of, we're gonna have to make sure we get a good dark type for Sabrina. What's funny about Vermilion City? There's actually grass in both Vermilion and Pewter, and actually here in Cerulean too. Looks like they added grass to every city, but I've only seen 3 so far. There's freaking Houndours all the way in Viridian City, but both times I've run into Swablu. So that's pretty shitty luck, because honestly, I think Altaria is kind of ass. I don't think that's a good Pokemon at all. Yeah, no, that's very true. It is weird to see him. Like, I wonder if we'll see Melodic and it might not like have that blue glow to it when it first hits the field. I feel like someone's gonna have a Melodic in this game. Although Misty doesn't, so I don't know who else even would, but whatever. Maybe Lorelei, because Lorelei has like a Slowbro. She doesn't necessarily have all water types. Grab this berry. It's an Oran berry, okay. I'm gonna avoid some of these trainers just so I don't break level cap. Bulk berry's ass. We don't need that. And this is a mandatory fight. Okay. Okay, Marshtomp's at 23. You can't fight anymore. Let's leave a Noctowl and I could switch to Grovyle or whatever if I need to. Oh, were you thinking about Melodic? Yeah, dude, like, in Gen 3 Melodic, when I first saw that Mon, I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen, you know? Because the sprite, the way that, like, it snaked and had, like, a majority of the tail on the bottom, like, Melodic's Emerald sprite was so good. And now, like, they turned it into a freaking donut, bro. It looks, at least in, like, in Gen 6 and Gen 5 or something like that, like, the Melodic sprite was horrible, even Gen 4. Like, it was so much better in Gen 3. I remember the donut in both Gen 4 and Gen 5. It looked terrible. It had so much more swag with like, sitting on the ground like it was. Alright, we're just having a peck off right here. Me and Swablu. Obviously, I win that fight. Alright, man. Misty. We got to get Misty done today. I got to make sure I don't lose Ellie Kid, though. Like, yes, Ellie Kid's going to be extremely clutch. By the way, I can't even... I got growled too many times. I'm just going to put this thing to sleep and switch out into Ellie Kid. We have Ellie Kid this time. I got to make sure I don't lose it, though. Misty's team is pretty sus, too. Ooh, I'll explain something in a minute, but Noctowl might come in clutch with his HP number in that fight. Shiny Melodic? Yeah, it is pretty clean. I love how you correct yourself with the spelling and you still spell shit wrong. It makes me laugh every time you do that. You know what they say, board? Third time's a charm. Keep typing, buddy. You'll get it correct. I think Thunder Punch might two-shot. Let's see. No. Okay. Don't poison me. That's alright. Doesn't matter. I'm going to Pidgeotto anyway. Alright, and then the path is clear to Bill. That's not bad. And I gotta run around until I find this Chikorita. It has to happen, man. I'm gonna need Bailey for this fight. Pidgeotto sucks. So the only thing it's good for is just the quick attack. Oh, I still have an encounter on Route 24. I forgot about that. We can still do that. Hey, as you can tell, your spelling doesn't matter because I know what you're trying to say. So just let it fly, baby. Just get it close enough. It's all good. All right, let's take the Route 24 encounter and just hope that it's not a another Ralts. I'll try to put it to sleep if it is. Are there no more berries over here? Okay. By the way, there was nobody out here. I thought for sure there would be like a NPC with a Totodile out here. I was definitely expecting to see that. Okay, I don't know where they are now. Let's mash through this text. I don't need to read this shit. Yeah, the Gen 4 Melodic Sprite. That's what I'm saying. That was the one that looked like the donut. And I think they carried it over into Gen 5 too, if I remember right. But the Gen 3 Sprite just had so much swag. It was the best looking one. And even ever since then, even like Gens 8 and 9, like it was better, but it still didn't look that good. Melodic just peaked in Gen 3, unfortunately. And plus, it never became Water Fairy. That was a huge swing and a miss. Primarina was a good, substitute. But I mean, Melodic is the most obvious Water Fairy I've ever seen in my life. Way much more so than Azumarill. But Primarina, I mean, it's pretty damn close to Melodic, so that's where they made up for it with the Water Fairy combo. But that was what held Melodic back. Like, super sick design, but the moveset just sucks. Like, Mirror Coat was oftentimes your best way to dish damage besides just Surf and Ice Beam. Alright, so this opens up now, so we can go talk to this guy. This guy has to have either Chikorita or Totodile. It's Gato, and then the other one's probably by the daycare or whatever. So I'm gonna deposit a Pokemon and make an extra space on the team. Why is Ralts Fairy and Melodic isn't? Yeah, that's true. I mean, it definitely fits Guardy, though. The one that I think is sus is for Psychic Fairy. Why did they give Mr. Mime Fairy? What are we doing, bro? To me, like, obviously, I think you'd agree. Gardevoir makes way more sense than Mr. Mime's dumbass. This is my box, by the way, board. We still have usable mons here. We got a bunch of fire types, so we're chilling for Erica. Here's a quick peek at the death box. So we lost a Swablu, but then I caught another one. Lost a Rattata. Rattata was the only one that died against Brock. And all three of these guys just died against Gary. Pikachu, Combuskin, and Weeping Bell. And then, so we have another Swablu. We caught another Shelter back in Pallet Town. Slugma was the Mount Moon encounter. Vulpix was outside of Mount Moon. And Cyndaquil was the free gift right there. By the way, this guy's holding the Firestone. Let me bag that. And nobody's holding anything there. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Melodic makes more sense than Ralts, but they both make sense, yeah. I got you. Okay, doesn't this goofy ass dude have like a Drowsy? Let's go fight him with Pidgeotto, I guess. Drowsy's ass. But Pidgeotto only has Gust, so it might take like 6 turns. Well, we'll get the TM for Dig here, which also I didn't have last time. I could use this on Marsh Stomp. But Mudshot's arguably better because of the speed drop. Alright, Mr. Rocket Guy. Houndour, okay. Interesting. Obviously didn't have that in the base game. Actually, what am I doing? Quick Attack is just stronger than Gust. We're leaving the field anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, one bird to the other. Yeah, right? Mr. Mime is a very, very forgettable fairy, because it doesn't even really make sense. Like the only fairy type that gained the one that's forgettable. Yeah. The other one for me would just be Granbull. Although, you know, fairy makes sense for Granbull. It was just kind of weird. I mean, it's better than normal type for Granbull, but I also think that like Granbull should have been like fairy fighting or something cool, you know? Or even like fairy normal, but the fact that it went pure normal to pure fairy was just kind of weird. Oh, I forgot to deposit a Pokemon, by the way. I'm gonna go back and do that. Because I want to try to get like a halfway decent Chikorita. I will reset if I get a shitty one. And probably same for Toto as well, maybe. Maybe we bring Croconaw over Marshtomp. Because Croconaw will have like Bite or Crunch to deal with Starmie. I could also bench both the birds in favor of Totodile and Chikorita. We'll see, we'll see. I really want to keep this Marshtomp for Lieutenant Surge, though. Obviously, it's going to be very important for that fight. So with that being said, there shouldn't be any more battles, so I'm going to deposit both the birds here. And we'll think about it from there. I'm not even going to switch the sprites yet, I'll just wait. It's only going to be a minute. Also, but before Mawile got Fairy, wasn't Mawile just pure Steel? That was also kind of another weird one. Although it did, like Mawile definitely should be Steel Fairy. I like that idea, but I feel like it was just pure Steel, huh? I can't remember if it was like Psychic Steel, but I think it was just pure Steel. Okay, this is another gift Pokemon here, but it's the Totodile. Okay. Bro said Totodile is lots of fun. Well, let's see. Give me a good Totodile. Hell no. I ain't taking Lax. It does come with Bite though. Okay, quick little reset. I'm pretty sure I saved, but that would be annoying if I didn't. Yeah, okay. We're good. Give me a better Totodile, man. What are we doing with the lax nature? No shot. Unless natures are set. No, they're not. They're not. Modest. Well, actually... Hold on. You might be thinking, what do you mean? All water moves and all dark moves are special. So, a modest Totodile is kind of funny to think about, but actually... also kind of cracked. Okay. We'll take it. Thanks, buddy. And you know what? Before I even bother, we do it. There's no more fights between now and Misty. Actually, I don't know that, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. But I'm not gonna download the Totodile sprite added above my head because I'm just gonna evolve it into Croconaw anyway. Oh, this is Route 5. I can also get an encounter in here. There's got to be a Chikorita though. There has to be. Maybe it's not until Vermilion, but I'm gonna go look. Maybe it's in the daycare center, and I'm rolling the dice, getting an encounter here. But no, I don't count that. Gift Pokemon are kind of separately. I'll come back for that. I want to leave an open space in my party so I could reset for a good Chikorita. Okay, I don't think it's in here. Nah. Okay, the modest Totodile. That's kind of fire. We'll come back and catch him on before Misty, but maybe... Do I have a C-Dot? Snow Runt? Hell no. I don't know, maybe it's in here somewhere. By the way, I know there's hidden items under here, but I don't remember where they are, so I'm not going to sit here and check every tile, because it ain't worth it. We won't even be able to get all the way to, I need to start saving, by the way. Because they don't even give you an option to say yes or no to the Chikorita. Or, like, to the Totodile, to all these gift Pokemon. They just give them to you. So if you don't save, you're kind of screwed. Okay, I think this is it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's see what we got. Careful to lower the special attack. That's kind of bad. Yeah, that's exactly what Lax is. Sorry, you might have typed that a couple minutes ago. It comes with Razor Leaf, Synthesis, and Poison Powder. That's kind of fire, but careful is bad because it lowers... where's the reset button here? It lowers special attack, so I don't want that. Ideally, something that just lowers physical attack. Even though most times, like when I use Chikorita back in these games, I would give it like Body Slam and Earthquake. But Razor Leaf is a special all grass move, so let's see if this one's any better. Serious? I mean, at least that's neutral. I'll take it. That's fine. We can roll with Serious. Okay, I'm gonna wait to Rare Candy until I get right in Misty's face, but I think this is the team, right? Well, it looks wrong above my head, but I'll switch it. Also, is Ellie Kid gonna evolve at 23? We do get one more encounter. Honestly, okay, now we know that there's no more fights. There could have been like trainers in the tunnel, who knows? So let's top everybody off at 23. Damn. No, okay, no evolution for Ellie Kid. What about Pichu? Let's see if this thing evolves. Chikorita is fun? Yeah, in quotation marks. And why are you giving it away, buddy? Seriously. He's like, here, I have so much fun playing with this Pokemon, but I don't want it anymore. You take it. Damn it, Pichu didn't evolve either. Do we keep that until it becomes a Raichu? And maybe just bring one of the birds to the fight? That could be a play. Oh, I have an idea about Noctowl. Okay, so Misty has a freaking Seadra that knows Dragon Rage, which is OP for this early in the game because Dragon Rage deals a set amount of damage of 40 HP no matter what. And as you can see, nobody on my team has over 80. So Dragon Rage would two-shot every single thing on my team, but that Noctowl that I have has like 75 HP like at level 20. So if I get it to 70 or to level 23, it might actually have 81 HP, which would allow it to live 2 Dragon Rages with 1 HP left over. Let's evolve this Totodile and Chikorita. I do need these sprites though. Croc. And Bayleaf. Okay. Just learn Ice Punch right now for no reason. I mean, it would only help against Misty because she has a Togetic. But, I mean, if I can get Crunch for Starmie, we might be cooking. But Starmie had Shockwave. So Misty clearly went down to Vermilion, beat Lieutenant Surge's ass, got the Shockwave TM, and then went back into her gym. So really, I need Marsh Stomp for Starmie. Oh, there's Ice Punch. That's not bad. Again, another special attack to combo with our Modest Nature. So Rage is complete ass. Get that out of my face. So we'll go Water Gun, Ice Punch, Bite, and Scary Face. Probably the best moveset on my team if I'm being real. And that's right, I do still have another encounter. Right above Vermilion. I could have kept going south after that Chikorita. To get another encounter. Which I might do. Plus we also have this patch of grass right here. Let me save because I haven't messed up yet with the levels. But I might as I'm leveling up Chikorita. And then I'll add Bayleaf and Croconaw to the sprites above my head here. I just want to do that in case I accidentally put someone at 24 while I'm trying to change sprites around. So let's swap out Noctowl for Croconaw. Although I might add Noctowl back. And these Nuzlocks are confusing, man. You'd be swapping a lot of shit around. And Bayleaf will switch for Pidgeotto here. Okay. So we still have potentially 2 more encounters. Because I'm on Route 5. That's a new route. But actually, it might be the same route above Vermilion. I don't know. I'll check that on the town map in a minute. What, did you like go to ChatGPT and ask about the old rod? Oh, did you look up Elekid? It evolves at 24. That's hilarious, man. Yeah, 100% they did that on purpose then. I'd rather have Reflect over Growl. What was with that paragraph about the old rod though? That was hella funny. Or maybe you're reading the notes about this game, I guess. I read the old rod sentence that you put before the before he evolves at 24. I'm assuming you're talking about Elekid because he didn't evolve yet, yeah. Okay. Nice. Yes, yeah, I know everything about Misty because I fought all 6 of her Pokemon. It was the last one that finished me off. So I know everything about her team, but I don't know shit about Surge, and I'm hoping to stay spoiler free. If some scrub comes in the chat and says something, I mean, it is what it is. We can't, if I see it before you ban the comment, then. So wait, Razor Leaf is 55.95, Magical Leaf is 60 and can't miss. Shit, what do I even take for Magical Leaf? Razor Leaf is ass, but because of the high crit ratio, it's the only reason I'm even thinking about it. Honestly, I probably never used Reflect. I'd rather have both grass attacks. Reflect is nice, but I could see myself never clicking that. By the way, board, I still need to make you a mod. I could purge you or ban you if I right click on your name. I don't know how to make you a mod. Because in that way, like if some scrub comes in chat and like types a spoiler, you can just delete the comment and ban their ass before I see it. I need to figure out how to do that. I'll look it up in between this recording and the Emerald Rogue. Because I think even if you're gone, I can the fact that you typed in chat today, I can still add you as a moderator. Okay, so the town map is Route 5 the one down here as well? No, it's Route 6. Okay, so we still have 2 more encounters before Misty. Let's just go ahead and get them. We might find an Oddish. You never know. Let me just make sure that the sprites are good. Yeah. Sprites are good. Everyone is at 23. Okay, so I haven't fucked up yet, so I think it's a good spot to save at. And let's go grab these last 2 encounters and then just get after it. Holy shit, 3 hours to beat Misty. It's crazy. But also not surprising in the slightest bit. Meowth, okay. I'm down. Meowth gets Fake Out, I think, in Gen 3. That's never a bad thing. I don't remember when Meowth evolves into Persian, though. I don't think it's by 23. So I'd probably just bench this for a later day. Maybe we bring this against Surge. I would rather it become a Persian, obviously, before. Yeah, spam bot. Yeah, that too. There was a bot this morning. I hit that ass with a ban hammer real quick though. That shit out of my chat, man. Obviously, in the future, when there's hundreds of people in here with us, then we won't even notice the dumbass bots. But you know, right now it's obvious when a bot slides in because it's easy to catch those messages. But just think about in the future when the messages are going so fast that my dumbass can't even keep up with them. We won't even notice the bots. But then it's going to be more fun for you to just ban the shit out of people when they're being dumb. All right, I'm not even gonna fight any of the trainers here. I'm just. Oh, there's also like a berry and a rare candy, huh? Citrus, nice. Not that I need the rare candy, but pretty sure that's what's between these flowers. Yeah. All right, our Route 6 encounter is gonna be what? Another Meowth. Although that's species clause, so I can reroll. Nice. Time someone out for 10 seconds? Hell no. Time them out for 10 hours, man. No, that's true. You don't have to ban people, I guess. You can't always time them out. Alright, give me something besides a Meowth, man. I just caught one of those. Come on, what are we doing here? This is the only thing on the route? That's funny. Obviously, there's other... Well, not obviously. Who knows? Maybe Meowth is the only encounter, and then we're just screwed for Route 6. That's 4 in a row. Nah, I'm sure there's other stuff here. I could also fish. There is a water right there. That's a Lotad. Interesting. Against Misty? That's actually interesting. Please don't crit it and kill it. Okay, nice. I mean, I doubt it's gonna have it. It's probably just gonna have Absorb. But resisting water attacks is definitely interesting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This was a good find. And imagine if I didn't catch a Meowth over by the daycare. Because we just found 4 Meowths. Like, this was probably like a 10% or something on the route. That's a good find. It evolves to Lombre at 14. So, obviously one rare candy it'll evolve. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Although, the only... I mean, I guess I can give it Bullet Seed, but... I have a feeling it's only going to have Absorb. But due to the resistance, I think I bring it anyway. 20% encounter rate, you think? Yeah, probably. No, I mean, that's the thing. You can't, like, go off of normal encounter rates, because I'm sure they're all custom for this game. I mean, they could be doing, like, the 40, 20, 10, 5, and 1, but I feel like that's going to have some, like, random ass values, too. I would not be surprised. Alright. Let's go ahead and check out this Lotad. That's not bad. I like Ludicolo. Ludicolo sucks because it only has like a base 70 special attack. It's extremely weak, or base 90, something like that, but I always forget because I never end up using it that much. But it is definitely a very cool Pokemon. Okay, so Meowth is a brave nature. That's not horrible. Does have pickup, but doesn't have fake out yet. And you do already have Absorb. Nature Power. Doesn't Nature Power turn to like Stun Spore inside buildings? Huh. I don't know. I don't know how useful Croconaw would be. Because remember, so Misty's Starmie has Shockwave, so Croconaw clicking Bite, yeah, would mess up Starmie, but also it would just get smoked by a Shockwave. Maybe we leave Pichu behind? Pichu wasn't that good. And also Noctowl, I want to put this thing to 23 and see if it gets over 80 HP. If it does, I might bring it for that dumbass Seadra. Because it has Dragon Rage for that set 40. Oh, right. Yeah, Lotad Sprite. It does look like different colors. That's what I always thought with the two Gen 2 Pokemon. Sentret and Hoot Hoot. They both have like a gold color in this. Oh, he's got 84 HP. Okay. And Noctowl has 55 Spadef, but 28 Fizdef. This Noctowl can take hits. I think I'm gonna bring it. Interesting. Interesting. And also, I think I might bring this Lombre unless it only has Absorb. But shit, even regardless, it might be the play. Oh, I already had Lombre. Okay. Alright, but before we switch the sprites and decide on the final team, let's Let's just get it up to 23 real quick. Maybe he'll get Mega Drain by 23, in which case 100% I bring this. Oh, Fake Out. Okay. That's good too. There's a way to outspeed stuff. Yeah, their shinies are kind of a gold color. Hoot Hoot and Sentret. But yeah, like in Fire Red Leaf Green, they have more of a gold hue than they do just like a white hue. So they always look shiny when they're first coming across the screen when you encounter them. Please tell me you get Mega Drain by 23. That'd be so sick. Last chance. Okay. Well, Fake Out, Absorb, Nature Power also, I'm pretty sure, causes paralysis. Oh, I have Rain Dish. That's ass, by the way. Why don't I have Swift Swim? Although, there's no way Rain's going to get set up anyway. I don't think. Lombre is interesting, actually. Because this could also deal with Starmie. I could paralyze Starmie with Nature Power and then just like flinch. If I'm faster after paralyzing with Nature Power, I could flinch it with Astonish. Also does super effective damage. It's a weak ass move. It ain't gonna do much, but I could para-flinch Starmie and chip it down. And I only saw Shockwave and Water Pulse on Starmie. I don't know what its other two moves are, but I feel like it can't really touch a Lombre. Shockwave would hurt, but it probably does under half, so I could take like 3 of them. Or I could take 2 of them. It'd probably be a 3-shot. Lombre might actually be able to deal with Starmie pretty easily, especially if I could paralyze it and then flinch it down. And Noctowl, I think I might bring for the just for that Seadra that has Dragon Rage for that 40 damage. But it also, I think it had Aurora Beam. Noctowl also tanks that though. It has Dragon Dance, Dragon Rage, Aurora Beam, and a Water Attack. I don't think it was Water Pulse, but it might have been. But of course, Dragon Dance doesn't help offensively against any of those 3 attacking moves, but it's just there for a speed boost on Seadra. It's kind of a crazy set. Additionally, she had a Psyduck that like clicked Water Pulse and only did like 10 damage on him Eradicate, so her Psyduck sucks. Not worried about that. Then she did. I gotta be careful with Marshtomp because her Togetic was Thunder Wave, Magical Leaf, Metronome, and something else stupid. Magical Leaf was like its actually only attack, but of course Metronome can pull anything. But Marshtomp, you know, 4x weak to grass. I gotta be careful with that. So Noctowl could probably deal with her. But see, that's what I want to bring. Well, I need to save Elekid for that, for the Thunder Punch, but also why I want to bring Croconaw is because it has Ice Punch for that Togetic. I would have to tank a Magical Leaf, though. Honestly, that Togetic set sucks because it gets hard-walled by Grass type. So, like, Grovyle was staying alive for, like, 20 turns against that Togetic. Until it finally pulled Metronome and got, like, a Bug Attack. It got Silver Wind, the bug move Silver Wind, and that O-code Grovyle, or finished Grovyle off. And Marshtomp was my last one, and then it clicked Magical Leaf and O-code Marshtomp. That was the end against Togetic. So Staryu lead with Togetic, Starmie, Psyduck. Another one I was talking about. Oh, Love Disc. I don't know if I mentioned the Love Disc. Oh, and the Seadra. That's it. Yeah, it's Ancient Power for bug types. That's what Silver Wind is. Her Love Disc was insane too. It had Aurora Beam. Like Love Disc with an ice attack is a problem for these grass guys here, but who has the better Spadef? I mean, Bayleaf has to have better Spadef, right, than Grovyle? Oh yeah, I'm Rash Nature. Yeah. Grovyle hits a lot harder, but would take a lot of damage from That's okay because Love Disc is pure water, so it doesn't get stabbed from the ice move there. So I feel like Bayleaf could tank 2 of them and just 2-shot it with Magical Leaf probably. And I got Synthesis. Okay, so Bayleaf can handle Love Disc. I think this is the squad, to be honest. It's kind of crazy to not bring Ice Punch Croconaw. But I think this is the play. And what do I do against Starmie? I probably just lead with Grovyle. Now, do I teach Bullet Seed to Grovyle or Lombre? Because they only have Absorb. I feel like we give Bullet Seed to Grovyle and click it turn 1 over Absorb. See if we can just Oko Starmie. Star you. Oh yeah, and that was the other thing. I never taught Rock Tomb to Marshtomp because I didn't expect Togetic. I didn't expect Misty to have a flying type. I thought, you know, she might have a Togepi because she has that shit in the anime, but... By the way, in this game, Bullet Seed is only 10 base power. So if you only hit twice, it's 20 base power, which is the same as Absorb. Can anybody even learn Rock Tomb for that Togetic? No, it's just Marshtomp, but he gets outsped and dies to Magical Leaf. So Grovyle can get Rock Tomb. I don't really need it. I could just chip it down. Oh, and Thief. I taught Thief last time to steal Starmie's Citrus Berry, which I did steal it with like Pidgeotto. But now we can give Thief to Lombre. I could paralyze it with Nature Power, then Thief it to steal a Citrus Berry, eat that shit, recover HP. Yeah, this Lombre is gonna hard wall Starmie. I think I have a good plan for it. Because basically what happened... Oh, what do I get rid of for Thief, though? Basically, here's what happens against Starmie, right? Lombre fakes it out for a little bit of chip, kind of irrelevant. Maybe I actually delete Fake Out. But I take a Shockwave to the dome, turn 1, and I paralyze it with Nature Power, assuming that's what Nature Power does inside, I'm pretty sure. Then, since I took chip, I should outspeed it because it's paralyzed. I Thief it, steal the Citrus Berry, deal super effective damage, but also eat the Citrus Berry simultaneously to get back to full HP. And then we just Astonish or Thief to just keep chipping Starmie down. Probably Astonish to get the flinches. I kind of fuck with this. It's Swift indoors? Really? Damn. Okay, maybe I just Thief it turn 1 and I get rid of Nature Power. Damn. Oh, you're right. It's in the grass. It's in the grass that it turns to Stun Spore. You're right. You're right. And in a cave, it turns to like Rock Slide. Somewhere else, it turns to Earthquake. Okay. Alright. We'll get rid of it for Thief then. Yeah. Okay, you might be right, but I feel like there is a certain generation where indoors it's actually... In this, it might be Swift. But I could have sworn it was a certain generation where it turned into the other one. I'm not even going to resort to Attract. We'll probably need that for the Elite Four. Alright, man. I think this is the best I can do. We go for Grovyle's Bullet Seed. Try to Oko Star you, but even if we don't, it clicked Harden turn 1 last time, so... items again, though. Who gets the... Did I even find the Persim Berry? I had one last time. I did find it again, okay. So who gets the Persim to deal with Starmie's Water Pulse? Last time I gave it to Grovyle and it came in clutch. But this time I think Lombre is the one who's going to fight Starmie anyway. So just in case I get confused, we give Lombre Persim. I have a freaking Citrus Berry, which I didn't have last time. Maybe Elekid gets an Oran Berry. I have 2 Orans and a Pecha. Let's give Elekid a Oran. Let's give Marshtomp a Oran. And Citrus is going to go to one of my 2 grass types here. I don't know if anybody can even poison me. I don't... Oh, Seadra could have Poison Point as an ability. So maybe we give Bayleaf Pecha in case I... Actually, how does Bayleaf even make contact with Seadra? I feel like Bullet Seed on Grovyle might actually make contact. So I'm gonna give Citrus to Bayleaf and Pecha to Grovyle. Okay. I like this play. Okay. Let's go. Pretty sure it can turn into Stun Spores Gen 3. Okay. Oh wait, Physical Special Split, not Gen 3. Are you talking about Bullet Seed? I'm not talking about physical damage. I'm just talking about making contact to activate Poison Point. But, I'm going to save right where I ended the episode yesterday. And then I got to take a piss hella bad before we go in there to fight Misty. So again, for the Twitch stream, I'll be gone for, you know, 1 minute. But for YouTube, I can fade it in and out with post-editing. Yeah, I'm not sure if Bullet Seed makes physical contact, but Bayleaf has like no way to make physical contact and get poisoned against the Seadra. Alright, I'll be right back in like 30 seconds. And we're back. Alright, time for Misty, man, let's get it. There ain't no way she's ending the run again. Here's the squad. The Noctowl is the only one without a hold item, I don't have any left. But everybody's got berries. Grovile's gonna spit some seeds in the Staryu's face to kick things off. And then she's probably gonna go... either Seadra or Love Disc after that, because Love Disc has... Oh, they both have ice attacks. I think that's the only two Mons on her team with ice moves. Either way, Grovile can tank one ice move, because neither of them get stab bonus off that, even though I am Rash Nature. That's not great. But, with that being said, I might get a lucky high roll to... I mean, Seadra has terrible Spadef, so Grovile might be able to, like, 3-shot it with Bullet Seed. I wouldn't be able to with Love Disc, but... Let's just go for it, and then, she does... You gotta remember, she also has, like, 2 potions. She has a potion and a lemonade, just like Brock did. I remember that from last time. So, in an ideal world, Grovile doesn't OHKO the Staryu, and she wastes a potion on Staryu. Because we're faster than Staryu, so we 2-shot it regardless, so... She used a potion on Staryu last time, which was a complete waste because Grovile is faster. So here we are. I'm going to yell right in her ear. Hey, yo, Misty! Look. My cousin came in here last week. You ended his run. But this right here, let me show you my trainer card. This is a different dude, okay? You beat up my cousin, but you ain't beating me. I'm getting revenge. The revenge tour of Ellie Kid starts right here, right now, Misty. Square up. Hi. You're a new face. And shut up. Let's go, man. Come on. I know, you got the all-out offensive water types because you have a Togetic in the back. Nah, we're destroying Misty right here. Level 18 Staryu? Come on. What are we doing? Bullet Seed. I might even kill it with 2 hits. Okay. JK, we need like 5. Actually, it will do it with 4. But now it's in potion range, but we hit all 4. Okay. That's fine. We'll take it. Go ahead and send out your Dragon Dance Seadra. I'm ready this time, man. I'm ready. Let's go. Come on. Psyduck. Why would you bring out a Psyduck? Is this also... Last time this thing went for Water Pulse and did like 0 damage to my Raticate. I don't know what Psyduck's play is here. It's kind of sus that it switched into a Grovile. Makes me think he's also got an ice attack. We could go Lombre, but I kind of want to save the health. Maybe I go Bayleaf. Although, wouldn't Psyduck... Because, okay, here's the thing about Grovile, right? We do got to keep this guy healthy because of his kind of lackluster defenses. So do we roll the dice with trying to chip down the duck here, or do I just go to Bayleaf? I mean, obviously Psyduck can't OHKO me, so let's go ahead and... He can get 1 hit in. We'll see what he does. Oh, if I get a 4-hitter again, we might be in business. We get 3 at least. Okay. Potion range. And we get 4. Let's go! Come on, man. Lock it in right now. Yeah, no, Grovile MVP. Let's get it. Okay, here's Seadra. So it has Aurora Beam, I'm pretty sure. I know Love Disc did, but I'm pretty sure this has Ice Move as well. But you gotta remember, Seadra has terrible special defense. So I feel like we might be able to even 3-hit KO this. And it doesn't get stab off Aurora Beam. That's close to a 3-shot, but it's not quite. But it does have Dragon Dance, Dragon Rage, so let's see if we can go 4 for 4. Or 3 for 3 with the 4 hitters. Damn it. Okay. Chill. We got it. Okay, DD. But here comes the potion, so we might... If we pull a 4-hitter, we OHKO. Come on. Come on, Misty. Yeah. 2 Pokemon down, 0 damage dealt by Misty. If this gets 3 hits, I might go for Quick Attack. I'm not kidding. Okay, never mind. We need 4. That doesn't do enough. Grovyle, you dog, man. Actually, you gecko. Same thing. Whatever. This Grovyle is going ham right now. It already hit level 24. Let's go, man. We're putting Misty in the dirt right here. Love Disc, again, has Aurora Beam. But I can tank 1. Then what do I do? Hold on. Okay, so she only has Starmie, Togetic, and this Love Disc here. Great start, but we gotta keep the momentum up here. I feel like I stay in once and I go Bullet Seed, and then we switch to Bayleaf to finish it off. I feel like that's the play. Nah, Grovyle's going ham. If he hits a 5-hitter right here and OHKOs this thing, I might lose it. I don't know. There's no way this OHKOs, no way. But maybe. We'll see. Okay. Right. Love Disc is dog shit. Okay, it's going to be about 6 or 7. I got you. And she already wasted, keep in mind, she wasted a potion. She only has 1 more. Okay, wow. 4-hitter. Oh, we get all 5. Oh, we're in right now. Okay, here's the play. We click Absorb here because Absorb kills. Also, Quick Attack might kill, but it might not. Absorb will kill, but I think she might waste her last potion here. Now, the alternative is if she doesn't potion, we know she outspeeds, right? So Aurora Beam gets me pretty low, and Absorb doesn't get me that much back, but it would finish it off. Let's go for it. Okay, that's not ideal. But Grovyle, show them why we don't love these hoes, man. Absorb this thing and get it off the battlefield right now. Come on. 4 KOs for Grovyle. He is going in right now. But with that being said, here comes Starmie, most likely. Because her Togetic only has Magical Leaf. It ain't coming out yet. Okay, here it is. Just kidding. It does also have T-Wave. It does have T-Wave. I don't really care if Grovyle gets paralyzed, do I? Alternatively, Ellie Kid has Volt Absorb, so T-Wave does nothing. What do we do? What do we do? Because I think Ellie Kid is the best switch here, but then we got to deal with Starmie. Although that's not a bad position. I think I go hard Ellie Kid on the T-Wave, 2-shot with Thunder Punch, and then we switch out on Starmie because I ain't losing Ellie Kid to Starmie. No way. What? It doesn't block the Volt Absorb. Okay, well, whatever. Who cares? If this thing pulls Fissure, oh, it can. It's lower level. Refresh. Nice. Dumbass. All right, does this 1-shot? Let's see. Not even close. Okay, no Earthquake and we're chilling. Nice. We're going Thunder Punch for Thunder Punch. Get this thing out of my face, man. All right. She still has the Lemonade, so she has one more heal, and she also has a Citrus Berry, but we're gonna thief that thing with Did I? Damn it, board! You didn't even tell me to to swap Crocodile out. We're trolling. We're trolling. Hold on, hold on. Oh, that was the wrong one, wasn't it? No! Hold on, hold on. Damn it, I just ruined the whole aura of this fight. No shot. Okay, there's Lombre. Who else is on the squad then? Noctowl. Yeah. My bad, my bad. I messed up, I messed up. Oh, you might have actually said that. I didn't see when you typed that in the chat. I'm trolling. Hold on, hold on. I got so excited to get in here and fight. Did you actually type that before I was saying it? I feel like you did. I didn't even see it till now. Okay. So, what's the play here, right? Because I don't even want this thing to consume its damn Citrus Berry. But Lombre takes a lot of damage, like hard switching in here. This might be a situation where we just sack Noctowl, see what it can do. I might be able to get a sleep off. I don't know. Let's see. I don't really want to sack this, but if something has to go, it's gonna be Noctowl. All right, my bad for the interruption in the action. We're right back into the battle, folks. I got so excited to get in here and challenge Misty, I didn't even look at the team above my head before getting in here. Okay, Starmie also has T-Wave. Interesting. Okay. I hear you. We missed the Hypnosis, but no surprise. Let's take a Shockwave. Let's go on Water Pulse. Okay. Kind of sus. Nice. And to no surprise, we get confused. Alright. It is what it is. If I can get a Hypnosis off, that'd be great, but we missed twice. Okay. Well, I think we just do it again. At this point, the odds of me hitting Hypnosis are slim to none, but you never know, man. Snap out. Hypnosis. Boom. Okay, free switch into Lombre to steal this thing's citrus. I can't steal the citrus berry. I'm an idiot for putting an item on Lombre. I have a Persum, so I have to wait till I get hit. Well, okay, new plan, new plan. I think we just go Bayleaf now. Damn it, I trolled by putting that thing on Okay, well I'm gonna poison it when it wakes up then. No, oh nice. Very quick wake up. Okay. Bayleaf has citrus, so we can sit around here for a while. We dodge the confusion, which is nice. Big damage there. Shit, do I even bother with poison powder? Because the next one, I might as well try to get a crit and kill it then. Because the next one brings it into citrus range, right? Which recovers 30 HP. And then I think I just kill it next turn with another grass attack. Assuming if I get a crit right now, it's dead. Let's try this. Okay. Now, citrus doesn't, it's not percentage based. It now does 30 HP raw. So let's see how much Starmie. Okay. So it lives another magical leaf. I also don't really want to miss Razor Leaf. Like, sure, I could try to get a crit right here to kill it, but if I miss, then it's bad, so... Magical Leaf is a 2-shot. Although she's going to use her Lemonade, though. We're dodging Confusion, though, which is fantastic. But now she's going to Lemonade, so I'm going to... Never mind. I was going to use Synthesis, but I have a Citrus Berry. Okay. Okay. I kind of came prepared this time, I'm not going to lie. Now... Starmie, of course, has Natural Cure, but there's the last mon on the team, so she can't switch it out. So I could poison it, but Magical Leaf is so close to a 2-shot, I think I just go for it. And it looks like, barring a confusion, Bayleaf can obviously 1v1 this thing. I might need to roll a crit, though, with Razor Leaf. I ain't gonna lie. If this was Toxic, I would click it. Let's go for Razor Leaf. I don't even know what Starmie's last move is, though. Crit's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate, but it's okay. Alright, alright. She's completely out of healing, though. The Lemonade was just used right there, and the Citrus Berry was used the turn before. No crit. Okay. There's no point really in going to Lombre, right, to thief this thing. We know she has T-Wave and Shockwave, so she can't really touch Marsh Stomp. I think I go Marsh Stomp and I slow it down. I slow it down with Mud Shot. Okay. Could have just won the game right there. Nice. We dodge the secondary effect of Confusion. I live this and end the battle, man. Let's go, baby! Come on, Misty! Give me that Cascade Badge, man. What are you doing? You beat my cousin, but you ain't beating me. This is the new and improved dude right here. Alright? Yeah. Give me that badge. And that 2,300 bucks. That was an epic... Marsh Stomp almost died, by the way. That was bad. But let's go, man. We can use Cut. We got Water Pulse. Things are looking up, baby. Nobody even died right there, right? Oh. We might be in now. Alright. The Nuzlocke has officially started. Let's go, man. Hell yeah. Give me the fresh water. Actually, I don't think he gives you anything. Alright, alright. W, man. W's in chat. Board? Come on, baby. That was lit right there. Misty didn't even take a KO this time. Last time she won, this time we get the 6-0, man. Easy money right there. Easy money. Okay. With that being said, well, I guess I'm gonna get all the way to SSN and go hit a thumbnail here, but I don't know what the level cap is for Surge, so I'm gonna have to look that up in between episodes. I'm not actually gonna do that today. But dude, Grovyle just went ham right there. Now, unfortunately, I used Grovyle in the thumbnail for part 2 on the YouTube playlist, so I can't use it again for part 3. And I wish well, I could still switch it, I guess, but that's okay. Doesn't Electabuzz evolve at 24? Let's just go hit it at a level, and we'll use that as the thumbnail. Even though Electabuzz didn't even do anything in the Misty fight. But you know, thumbnails on YouTube aren't... I use them to tell a story, right? If you look at my whole playlist on YouTube, it's all about telling a story. Now, with that being said, the popular YouTubers just make clickbait garbage, so I should try doing that, and I think Electabuzz will get some clicks on YouTube. Oh, of course we have to fight these two dorks. Wait, what is... There's normally not a Pokeball here. Nice. Oh, you know? I was just on this route, and let me show you why that's a... I could have had a Ludicolo in that fight. But wait, Lombre didn't even hit the field either, did he? So it doesn't even matter. Alright. Ellie Kid, get out there, because you need to grow a level before we go hit the thumbnail on the SSN, but... I can't believe I messed up the team tracker. That was my bad, dude. Oh, I should have adjusted it before the fight, but I was so ready to just get in there and beat Misty's ass. Damn. That was easy money right there. Remember, Board, back when we before we fought Juan in Cerulean City? We're talking about clapping cheeks. I probably should have hit that right there for Misty. That would have been another option for a clip. But that's okay. I feel like you're not chatting right now because you're in your bag trying to make a clip. I respect that, Board. Get in there, baby. Hoot. This is perfect. This chick has all flying types, man. Keep sending the birds out. We're getting an Electabuzz right now. And that's what I'm going to put in the thumbnail for this juicer episode on YouTube. It's going to be about 3.5 hours. That's insane. How am I going to have time for Emerald Rogue? I don't know. Alright, alright. Let's beat this guy up. Hopefully we hit 24. And now we have starters for Gen 2 and Gen 3. Does that mean there's like Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle somewhere around here? That would be kind of sick. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I'm gonna spend some money before I go in. Oh no, because you can heal unlimited times. I'm not even risking a Hyper Fang crit. No way. Marstomp can tank those, but Ellie Kid probably can't. Imagine if Ellie Kid dies right here before I'm right next to Electabuzz. Yeah, ain't no way, bro. We'll just chip this thing down with a couple mud shots. GG's. And that might be enough for, if not, I jump in the grass, I Thunder Punch a Meowth to the dome, and we get Electabuzz right now. That's so fire. Okay. There it is, 24. T-Wave? Actually... I mean, it's probably more useful in Swift, right? Yeah. Karate Chop is also kind of garbage. Maybe I should get rid of that. I don't know. I don't know. Like, Swift isn't bad, but it's too low of base power. Unless there's, like, double team cheese, which there probably is. Okay, here we go, baby. Come on. Let me see if I even have the sprite. I might have to go download this, too. I don't have it. Okay. Hold on. Let's go. What does that say? Electabuzz is trying to learn Ice Punch? Huh? Hell yeah. What? Okay. Is this the point where we get rid of Karate Chop? What does Karate Chop help for? Steel and rock types? Ice Punch doesn't help against either of those, but, maybe I get rid of T-Wave. Karate Chop does also help against like bulky normal types. I literally just learned T-Wave, and then I evolve and I learn Ice Punch to get rid of it. I wouldn't even think twice about T-Wave if I had Static, but I don't have Static. Okay, let me change Elekid's sprite here to Electabuzz. Okay. Now, we can also switch up the team a little bit. I probably don't need to bring 3 grass types in to go fight Gary. Oh, let's get the Versus Seeker while I'm here. I don't know. I'll probably never use it, but whatever. Okay. We need to switch up the squad here. I think I'm going to bring Croconaw over Marshtomp because I can't lose Marshtomp while I'm on the boat. No shot. And maybe we bring a fire type too. Maybe I bench Lombre. I don't know. Like I definitely don't need 3 grass types for this. I think I'm going to bench Lombre for now. And I'll take... Cyndaquil? I don't know. I don't know what I want to do here. Hold on a sec. I can't believe nobody died in that fight. That was cracked. So do I have a Croconaw sprite? Although, you know what? There is hella tentacles on the boat. Let's do this for now. Yeah, I already downloaded the Croconaw. I just gotta find it here. Oh man, why am I actually sweating right now? That's kind of ridiculous. It's because it's hot as shit outside, but like that wasn't even an intense. We just absolutely shit on Misty. It wasn't even an intense fight, so I don't know why I just started sweating all of a sudden. But let me put this guy back on the squad. It's only because it's really hot outside right now in Northern California where I'm at. Okay, let me grab the voucher real quick before I forget. I think it's in this one, right? Yeah. But then I want to go on the boat and I want to save it in this episode so we can get on with the day here. With that being said, I need to like probably hit a quick snack and get some more water before I start Rogue. I don't know, what time is it? It's already like 1:30. Damn. I mean, I could do Rogue. I just... Oh, wait, what is this? Okay, I bet you this is Charmander, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur. But we clearly don't have Cut yet. Now, we have access to unlimited healing on the boat. I think I'm just going to roll with this squad for the fighting on the boat. Now, the problem is, though, like, what am I going to do against Jinx? I have no answer for Jinx. Like, I do need to figure out what's the level cap for the Gary fight, and because that'll be a level cap, and then Surge will be a different one. I guess Croconaw is the best for Jinx. He has a horrendous special defense stat, but I could smoke it with a bite. Not really. It'd probably do like less than half, to be honest. You know what? Oh, there's grass here too. That's hilarious. I think I'm actually going to save here. Because before I step on the boat, I need to actually figure out how the hell I'm going to beat Jinx. Because we will have to fight Gary's dumbass again. So the question is, how do I hit the thumbnail then? Do we hit the thumbnail with the gym in sight? No, because I'd rather do it after getting cut. We're going to hit it right here next to the old man and the grass field with Machop. Alright. This is where I'm going to save. And this is where I will take the picture for the thumbnail later. Damn, 3.5 hours today for this game. That's crazy, bro. That's going to be a juicer of an episode for the YouTubes. Alright. W. Okay, so with all that being said, I'm going to keep the stream going. I'm going to think about what to do next. But in terms of ending the recording number 1 of the day for OBS, that's going to do it for part 3 in the YouTube playlist of the FireRed Omega Hardcore Nuzlocke. Much better day today than we had the first 2 episodes, right? Because Brock took away half our team, and Misty got, you know, the other 6 KOs once we got to her. Much different story today. We did still lose a bunch of Pokemon, but that was all against Gary. It wasn't against Misty and Brock. Now, with that being said, Gary's Smoochum was a problem on Nugget Bridge, so we're going to have to fight Gary again inside the SS Hand before taking on Surge. And he's probably going to have Jinx at that point, not just a Smoochum, so it's going to be a lot harder than it was previously. So I'm going to have to think about this before I come back for the next recording. And I can't just walk in there with this team because Ice Punch and Confusion on Jinx is going to rip my team apart. So I'm going to have to think about, you know, we'll get some more encounters, but we're going to have to make some adjustments before we go in there. And maybe I'll level up some more Pokemon in the box off screen, but again, I kind of want to showcase all the evolutions, so. With all that being said, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to figure out before part 4, but we'll be back, and we're going to keep this thing pushing. And Marshtomp is going to destroy Lieutenant Surge. We just got to figure out how to get past Gary's Jinx. So, this is going to do it for part 3. And anybody that is seeing this in the future on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Alright, peace.